Best.
Welcome everyone to Rogue Trader Session 3, Commence Exploration. Take 2.
Yeah. So, last time.
Last time our adventurers found themselves in destruction or... So you have...
Basically, killed some zombies. What?
Yeah, you killed some zombies, you got attacked by some gibberish transmitting vessel, and you beat their ass, and they somehow managed to get away.
There's going to be a misfortune in regards to this someday. I'm calling it now. Which I have no problem with. I'd love to get a second shot at these suckers.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's how it's going to work. We're going to get a second shot at them, not the other way around.
I would love to have a plate of the hull with the ship's name etched over it and have it exposed in the Hall of Trophies. Heck, that would be fun.
That would be fun. Put it right next to the skull. Skull cup. Because what's the fun of being incredibly rich and powerful if you don't drink from the skulls of your enemies?
What's the point? It's not the fun.
Yeah.
Still think a skull would make a terrible cup.
It would. But it doesn't change the fact that it leaves a message.
And you only drink wine from it. Red wine.
Well, in this case, high quality Amasec.
Well, technically, Amasec is distilled from wine, so he's drinking wine.
I don't remember exactly what. Well, by that philosophy, so is which one's derived from rhyme? Wine. I'm trying to remember. I forgot my alcohol facts. Alright.
So, unless you want to stay here, I suggest that you start translating yourself into the world.
Yeah, let's make for Footfall, since that's a civilized world, and we'll have to stop someplace before heading to Serpentines Major and Minor, I believe, just because of the warp storms.
We don't have to go back to the first place.
We don't really have to go back to Port Wander.
That's
I feel like the people we've saved won't care that much.
The
only difference is one's an official Imperial space.
Yeah.
And even then, there's still a decent amount of Imperial influence on Footfall.
Bring this up. Okay, so let's see if I remember how to do this. First is the estimate.
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go
again.
Go again.
So how long do I think it's going to take?
Oh, let's see. You think it might take you up to... I mean, you already know by this now that your ship is not really accurate when it comes to warp travel. It seems to have some sort of defect, but you're not entirely sure how it works, and you don't think anyone else knows either. But there is something really weird with your ship. So just starting off there, I mean, you suggest maybe 2 weeks?
I'm not going to tell the captain that I think the ship's defective. That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Alright.
Okay.
So now you need to locate the Astronomicon.
Right.
Ah, there!
Yay! I can do something.
I believe, wasn't awareness one of the skills you buffed when we got the new rank?
No, I don't think I could. I think I already picked it up first session.
By the way, guys, I bumped weapon skill and dodge just because that seemed to be logical development, considering what happened last time.
Got some practice.
Yes. Did you salvage the specific fan that wounded you gravely?
Of course, yes. I made
That
that
will make
into a,
a tremendous trap.
I made that into a table. Sort of weird
spinning.
stylization, but it works pretty well actually. It's a very large fan.
A spinning table, like in Japanese restaurants.
You gotta eat fast.
Of course.
Okay, so you have 1 degree of success. That means you get +10 on navigation warp test.
Knock that one out. There we go.
We get there in 2 days.
Yeah, 6 degrees of success. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Okay, so you have charted the course and now you need to steer the vessel.
Which I believe that's...
That's not me, yeah.
I was gonna say, isn't
No,
that...
no, it is navigation warp.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Another one.
I just imagine, like, you're just, like, running from panel to panel when you're doing this, like, one control panel to the next, like, come on, kicking it every now and again.
Why would they not be all next to me? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you're more like... You're in this bubble of... like, where there's no gravity. You're basically floating to kind of relieve you of that, you know, bothersome standing on the ground type deal. And you're, yeah, and you're just, you know, using
make
your
sure
eye. You know, you look to the wall, and you gain information, and you transmit information, and all that. Okay.
So I actually forgot to add the +25 from the ship to that roll, but I think I would have failed anyways. I rolled a 95.
48 plus 25. Wait, the ship gives you, like, a plus
25. Yeah.
25, okay.
So I would have been at an 85 and I rolled a 95, so I still failed.
Okay.
Just not by as much. One
Yeah.
instead of 2.
What do I crash into?
Well, there's little material things to crash into when you're in the warp.
Hell, I'll take the material things to crash into than the immaterial.
Oh, nice, 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 nice. You're off course.
No, we're just going someplace different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that is.
We're taking a scenic route.
Okay.
I never get lost. I know what's going on.
Of course not. Why would you? Oh.
And I think I spent like 3 or 4 profit factor on this guy.
You know, he was the only one left, you know? All the others had already left for some other things, you know?
I was gonna say, come to think of it, if this was the guy I bought with 3 profit factor, I can only imagine how everyone else would have been. And I believe now we have to roll for, roll a 2 D100 for the warp encounters, right?
Yeah, I just did that. Well, it depends on how long you're traveling.
Well, whenever we're rolling for warp encounters, we roll twice and take whatever the navigator wants, which is nice.
Which is nice, unless he's
Preferably anything that
he's
get us
mean. So the first, you know, day of journeying it's going fine. There is little to worry about. The warp isn't screaming in your ears, and there's no bleeding from the walls. So, I mean,
Just as far as I'm concerned, that's wonderful.
yeah.
And my character was an interstellar merchant. He knows just how wonderful this scenario is.
So, we can talk a little bit about the advancements that you bought, and I assume that you are like honing those skills at the moment, as you have time. It's
Oh,
a bit
yes.
of a retrospect type of dealio.
Well, your Lord Captain, in the time when he isn't yelling at people to do their jobs right when something goes wrong, which is not as often as it has been in other ships, he's spending his free time working with his power sword, chopping the, and naturally he's turning off the power function while he's sparring. He doesn't want to,
Yeah.
while he has a lot of money for spare swords, he doesn't want to be, like, wasting all his practice partner's swords every time he parries.
Right.
Also, he's been testing his dodging skills by having Casimir rush at him suddenly and seeing if he can get out of the way fast enough. He's gotten a few bruises, but he's doing better.
Well, I have boosted up a bit weapon skills myself, so we might have been sparring together.
Yeah. With some witty banter going on at the same time.
Of course.
I am not left-handed!
Me neither.
So you two have been sparring. What have the navigator been up to?
I guess he's been peering out into the warp and brushing up on his native language of navigators. He's been working on trying to spot things because that seems to be a problem for him.
It's funny, because I think you have the highest perception in the group, actually.
Not good enough.
You know, it's not about seeing things, it's about seeing the right things.
Yeah,
The
right.
right moment.
I was gonna say, sometimes it's about not seeing things. I
Yeah.
mean, this is the warp we're talking about.
Things you don't want to see.
Mhm.
But being lucky enough not to see stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so how do we proceed? Oh, we have to roll for how long we're in the warp. Let's see. Roll 10. Yes! We're going to arrive early!
Oh yes, I just read that. I'm supposed to do that since you're not supposed to know if you're arriving
Oh.
early or late.
Okay, fine. Whatever. I'll get to roll the d5 though, because it's a d5 either way, and I don't know if I'm early or late.
Yeah, that works. So 2 weeks.
So we're probably not going to arrive before we left, but it's possible.
Fire up on your own ship.
Okay.
Okay, so our dear navigator has a choice here.
Oh.
So you can choose a warp storm or visitations.
Well, both of those suck, but only one causes physical damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose visitations. I think we we need to remind ourselves where we're from. So I'm gonna go find our long lost family in the warp.
Oh, how nice. So, you're still traveling, and the the voxes are chattering almost constantly all of a sudden, and people are, trying to handle it. They're trying to communicate with everybody, but since everything is going on at the same time, it is difficult. You are supposedly in your quarters, or wherever you prefer to, hang around. But you notice this. It is all of a sudden very, busy.
Yeah, I'll ignore it until anyone asks, until someone specifically asks for me. This isn't my first time having visitations in the warp.
So you have this. Our navigator has this. You can suddenly feel that the warp is not as silent and calm as it was an hour or two ago. It is fluctuating strangely around your Geller field.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal. No one needs to know that it got us lost, that things are happening. I'm not gonna warn the captain. I'm still trying to hold on to the illusion that I'm good at this.
Don't want to lose my job, man. Oh, I don't think I gave you an underling. Nope, don't think I did. Well, one of the other navigators, Vilenda, she kind of janks your robe.
What?
Primaris Master, I'm worried. It is not how things should be.
No kidding. I'm worried too.
I'm worried I'm gonna lose my job!
Man, I'm in so
Why
much
did you
trouble.
Why did you steer us into this? What are you doing?
I was resting. At the time, I have not done the translation or the steering. Was it you, Master Primaris, or was it Andolius who was in charge?
Definitely wasn't me. It was that guy. It was Andolius.
I see.
You steered us into this.
What do you mean? I haven't. I was. Pardon me, Master Primaris. I have not. It was. I was
Yeah,
simply
pardon you was
assisting
right.
I was simply assisting you during the translation. I was following everything that you said.
You must have done something wrong. But it's okay. We'll get through this. Just don't tell the captain.
Oh, yes,
He doesn't need to know.
certainly. We should keep this under control.
Thank God we have 200 new meat shields on board.
It doesn't seem overly dangerous yet. If it was a warp storm, I'd let you know.
Oh, well,
It's not a warp storm, right?
I assume we avoided it then. We have not seen anything resembling a warp storm. Maybe we should. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. And she kind of shuns.
No, big
away.
mind. So I can berate you later.
Well, there is something going on, or about to. Perhaps we should send a message?
To who? We're the only people here that can deal with something like this.
No, I mean, let the organizers, the wardens know. There might be, I don't know, riots?
Riots? Why would there be riots?
Well, the mind is a fickle thing. Not only, I mean, we are unique, and kind of motions downwards, because you are up in this spire. The, the people under us are not like us.
Yeah, but nothing's happened yet, has it? Have you seen things? I haven't seen anything.
Haven't you seen the strange fluctuation around the Geller field?
Well, yeah, but it's the warp. It's always kind of strange. Okay, fine. Captain! Lord Captain!
Yes.
So, the warp's gone hinky, and stuff might happen.
Stuff might
Alright, I'll
happen.
inform the crew.
The best explanation I have ever heard.
Alright. So, with my marvelous leadership skills, I'll turn on the Vox, address the entire crew, and state, attention all hands. There appears to be a slight, strangeness, a fluctuation in the warp. Exact details unknown. It should not cause any real problems, but just be careful. If anyone does anything stupid or goes mad, they will be escorted to the nearest airlock. Thank you. Reassurance mixed with a hint of threat. Good way
Yeah.
to do things.
If you go crazy, just hide it really well.
So as soon as you close the Vox, you get a transmission.
I open the box.
Lord Captain, your humble servant, Alec Drago. I would like to inform you. Could we meet?
Of course, of course. Yeah, someone else check the ship rolls chart. I like to think that my character just has this piece of paper in his pocket so he can check who everyone is every now.
He has a piece of paper? Oh.
Actually, no, yeah, it's definitely on a data slate. Just every now and again he checks the data slate, make sure he's getting the name right.
Because simply pointing the finger and saying "you" doesn't always work out so well.
It doesn't work when they're not in the room.
Yeah. And if there's a crowd of people, it gets a bit difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, please. Come to my quarters, it'll be away from the crew. I don't want to risk anything. Seems like something might be going wrong.
I'll be there immediately. And he closed the box. And just a minute after, he... oh, he's gone. Just a minute later, he knocks on your door.
I assume it's automated, so I push the button that lets him in.
Oh. And to describe him, he is a middle-aged man with bionics covering his ears, and it joins at the back of his head. He is bald and dressed in an ironed uniform.
Lobot, is that you?
With multiple multiple rings on his fingers. Lord Captain, we have had reports for the past 5-10 minutes about disturbing sights and hearsays.
Could you be more specific, sir?
I wish I could, Lord Captain. It is truly odd.
Now, how is this affecting the crew?
Not so well, I'm afraid. Most of them are, well, uncertain what to think of things. It seems that the veil between reality and fiction is no more.
I think I saw a Star Trek episode about this once.
Let me pull up the archives.
I will ponder this.
Very well.
And then, I open up the box to the entire crew once again, and I say, yes, we have been receiving reports of unusual activity. Everyone, if you would experience anything odd, merely, understand that we are seeking a solution, and and nothing bad should come of it. Thank you. Click.
Of course, it'll all be fine.
Just hang on
Exactly.
and keep working.
Exactly. It doesn't run itself.
This ship doesn't run itself.
Well, actually, with Casimir on board, it almost does, but...
No, that's just a small part.
yeah. That's just the steering. We still need everyone to feed whatever fuel we're using and make sure everything's actually working.
I just have a picture of a bunch of people shoveling coal into our engine.
Yeah. I've never heard anyone specifically I've never heard any specific mention of what power source is used in Warhammer 40k.
Well, there is like plasma drives.
Yeah,
of
but
course.
what's creating the plasma?
Prometheus.
What's utilizing the plasma?
Promethium, I think.
Mm. Which is basically oil. Or space oil.
Yeah, I was gonna say space oil. Alright, does anything really weird happen? Like,
Well,
do I have to start making command rolls to make people get their ass into gear, or what?
Al- Alec just bows and leaves you alone. And yeah, I mean, it seems quiet in your room. I mean, there's no one bothering you.
Sounds wonderful. I'll stay here.
I'll stay here where it's safe.
Well, I'll stay here because I have no reason to leave.
That's right. So, Alistar, where are you currently located?
I'm in my quarters, meditating and writing down stuff.
You get a visit. There's someone at your door.
Okay. Then I open the door and have them come while kneeling in front of the altar of the God Emperor, praying.
You have a young man standing with typical uniform and calm back hair. He seems a bit in distress. I need help. Could you help me?
What is ailing you, child? Tell me.
There's a fire. Fire.
Fire?
Yeah.
Can you describe it?
It's very warm and burning, consuming.
You feel pain in your chest or pain in your soul, young one?
No, I'm not set on fire. Personally.
Then can I learn English? Sudden English memory hole. Uh, can I please you to leave me there so I can see this fire with my own eyes?
Oh yes. Just come with me. And he'll show you out the through the corridors. And he'll lead you down the ship to the bowels, far down. And during your traveling, you see people who seem to be acting a bit odd. They're not talking to themselves, but it looks like they are having a conversation, but they're not speaking. And some of them are, they're not just walking through the corridors. They are either skipping or running, or some are just sitting around.
Okay. So I will follow this young man whilst reciting excerpts from the Mysteries of Devotion, which are here, in order to focus on real solid stuff.
you are now down in the bowels, and it is not as good scented down here, where the engines and such are.
I know the drill.
Yeah.
I was born on a bloody ship. I know.
And he'll lead you through a service tunnel and kind of points at the wall. This is this is like the final wall, like the armor of the ship, essentially.
The
There,
plating.
there.
Then
Can't
I.
you
Hmm?
can't you do anything about it?
Uh, I just watch fire and is it normal fires?
There is no fire.
So the guy is hallucinating. Alright then. Then I turn back to the man and say, Child, you are hallucinating. Now, as both first officer and highest ranking member of the Imperial Ecclesiarchy here on this ship, you will go to the Medicaid compartment and stand there waiting for further orders until you see no more fire. Right?
What are you talking about? Why don't you take a look? Can't you feel it?
No, I can't, because there is no fire. And if the Holy Emperor wanted me to see fire, I would have seen it. Now that I don't, I order, as first officer, to go to the Medica, and before going, tell me, do others see those fires?
Well, a couple of us has been consumed by it.
Oops.
Invisible fire. That's not good.
Well, that's bad. Then I mumble with myself, Darth Vader breathing, and I say, no, you will not go to the Medica, go to the captain and the navigator and tell them. Now,
What would you have me tell them?
what you just told me, and that someone else has been consumed by this fire. I'm not sure it's something I can comprehend.
Immediately, sir. And he bows and starts rushing. Do you wish to do anything meanwhile?
Just have a quick overview of the crew situation down there, see if there's anyone else, seeing, hearing, smelling stuff, behaving a lot more strangely than usual, whole gas, you know.
Well, as you kind of look around and smell, you hear you smell a faint smell of smoke, and you do feel that it is kind of warm down here.
Unnaturally warm or reactor warm?
It is unnaturally warm.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have no interested in lore about warp, which I should acquire in the not so far future, then if there are some tech adepts, I would ask them if they detect higher than usual temperatures or lower than usual temperatures. You know, if there's warp going on here, machines are less prone to be warpified than minds.
Okay. So you walk back and you find someone. And as you walk away from the scene, you feel that the temperature is turning to normal.
Mm-hmm.
First officer, what are you doing here?
I have been summoned here by some, well, stressed crew members who were in need of, spiritual guidance, and I would like to ask you, my children, if you have recorded unusual temperatures, unusually low, unusually high, fluctuations in the last couple of hours.
Oh, well, come with me and we'll take a look.
Okay, then I follow.
So he'll walk you to a terminal and light some incense.
I have some incense with me. If he runs out, I can.
Oh, he has plenty.
Perfect.
So he'll touch the panel like 3 times, and he'll input the holy password and murmur some binary code. The past hours have been pretty normal, I would say. Has been a bit of a spike, but we managed that one rather quickly.
Very well then. In the name of the Holy Emperor of Mankind, I thank you for your contribution. And seems nothing's bad, so I will get back to quarters and bridge. Then I walk away, planning to go not to my quarters, but the captain's. And tell him stuff, what has happened, and to find if the aggravated sailor is there too, or he just cheated on me and went drinking.
Okay. So, yeah, you reach the Lord Captain's quarters.
I had to rearrange my position. Alright. So, alright then. I knock again at the already knocked door. And wait for the boss to answer.
There is a knocking on your door, Lord Captain.
I'm knocking.
Seem to have lost the captain. He's taking a nap.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I spaced out for a second.
Yeah, what's up?
There is some knocking on your door.
Alright,
Yeah,
open the door again. It seems to be my day to be disturbed.
Meaning the captain.
then I salute, make the Aquila sign, and enter. And as first thing, check the quarters for the presence of the crewman. I send there.
He's not there.
Okay. He went drinking and bozing. I knew. And well, I say that, my lord, we might have a problem. I have been reached by a crewman in my quarters who asked me to follow him to a site where he claimed was fire, real fire, which had consumed already other people. And I got there and there was no fire. But it was under the whole plating, so really almost outside the whole, I think, in breaching and boarding plane. And temperature there was higher than usual. Now, at first, I thought the crewman was hallucinating, and many more crewmen were hallucinating with him too, warp influence stuff. But I'm not that sure. And I fear, though I pray the Holy God Emperor it isn't, as I think, that it is probable that it might be at least, well, contacted by weird things.
Only our second time entering the warp on this damned vessel.
Not that our mistress Defying Grace ever shown for warp capabilities, without offense, my lord.
None taken.
And that was my
Alright. Hmm. Hmm. Solution. One moment. I turn on the box and say, attention all hands. All personnel not presently performing a necessary duty are to report to either their quarters or, if needed, the medical bay. Thank you. To at least contain some of the craziness. Oof. Damn warp. Get the navigator. I open the box and say, Mr. Vendergroth, please, I would, please come down to my quarters. Thank you.
Okay.
Somebody's in trouble.
Well, it's gonna be you. Because this is your fault. Keep things locked down. I'll be right back. Head down to the captain's quarters. Knock on the door, I guess, or push the button, or ring the doorbell,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. Hello.
Door opens. I'm standing looking
In that way,
stressed.
I'm almost obliged to punch you in the face with the hilt of my chainsword.
What seems to be the problem, Lord Captain? On this wonderful day in the warp.
Wonderful. Did you seriously just say wonderful?
Yeah, could be worse.
Trust me, I know it could be worse. Ugh. All right.
But that's
So,
enough.
how about you explain the nature of this unusual warp activity?
It's the warp. I think it's always kind of unusual.
Yes. But as in, what exactly did you see? And what exactly did you do to put us in this situation?
Well, it's kind of technical.
I doubt it.
Okay, what did I see?
Well, I mean, you are reading the ebbs and flows of the warp, and always trying to make your way through it the calmest and easiest way. And sometimes you have to take either the bad or the badder way.
And no means and ugly.
You know, I had to choose, and I chose not to fly into the warp storm. I think that was a good choice. Next time I'll consult on whether or not we should fly into the warp storm.
Kind of damned part of space have we head into? Suppose technically it isn't space, but whatever. Anyway,
It should be fine. I don't think this will be any trouble. I haven't noticed anything going weird.
except
That's
we've got
exactly the
crewmen
problem.
who think the freaking hull is on fire.
Is it?
Yeah. And unless you have better idea, Navigator Primaris, I would have you go there and check. See with your eye.
Well,
So, unfortunately for us, you seem to be the only one in a position to aid the situation.
unfortunately, this is my job.
Let's just say
I know all the warp things.
Let's just say this voyage, the last voyage, do not inspire confidence. And I would recommend that if you wish to maintain your employment, and possibly your existence, you solve this problem as efficiently as possible. You are dismissed.
I would watch your tone, Lord Captain. We are in the warp. This is my
And I
domain.
would watch.
We have
yours
two
if I
people
were
who
you.
could get us out of it easily enough.
I don't know. I wouldn't trust
You're
them.
not the only one here.
They're not very good at their jobs either. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go check out the hull on fire. I'm not really sure what my character can do about that if it's really on fire, but I'll go take a look. Who's in charge of damage control?
Now
Shit.
you are.
Hey.
Not me. Yeah.
It depends what kind of damage it is.
I'm gonna call up the guy that's in charge of putting out the fires. I'm gonna bring him with me, just in case the hull's actually on fire. And oh, do I even know where I'm going?
Oh no, you have no idea. Somewhere on the hull, which well, anywhere. More, you know. But yeah, the Vox rings on Captain, Lord Captain.
What was that? You lagged for a second on my end.
Your Vox is calling.
I sigh for a solid minute. I walk over to my mini bar, take a swig of Amasec, then walk back and answer the Vox.
Lord Captain, I have a crewman on the bridge. He wished to tell you something.
Alright, put him on the Vox.
He said it was for your ears only, from the first officer.
I turn to the first officer, say, is this the buffoon who was supposed to be over here before?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, send him down to my quarters.
50 whiplashes for incompetence of having mistaken the captain's quarter for the bridge.
What? The captain doesn't live on the bridge?
No!
He's one of the little people. He doesn't know.
It's like reindeers. They say they exist, but they don't.
Immediately, Lord Captain. And the Vox cuts.
Do you care for a drink, first officer?
No, thank you, my Lord Captain. I appreciate the offer, but I have vowed not to drink. Not while in service.
To each his own.
And I'm always in service.
Only in death does service end.
That's as the proverb says, unicuique sum, which is to each one his own, in Latin.
So within a moment, a sweaty young man comes running towards your quarters. Is your door open, or have you closed it every time someone enters?
I have closed it every time.
Okay. Well, there's knocking on the door.
I open the door.
Oh, this is quite a gathering. Hi.
Hello.
You. What the holy saints you were doing on the bridge?
I thought I was supposed to report to the Lord Captain.
I told you to go to the captain's quarters.
I must have misheard that, sir.
Alright. Make yourself useful and you might escape the whip.
Oh, I'd like that. Yeah.
And
What can I do for you?
Well, you can tell the captain what you told to me.
Oh, right. There's a fire. And yeah.
That's about it.
Okay. Immediately outside the hall, you should find the Navigator Primaris. Lead him to the fire.
Yeah, I just wandered off to find the nearest patch of hull with the fire control expert.
Alright. And I recommend you move quickly. You're dismissed. The door opens again.
Throw him out.
Yes, Lord Captain. Yes, yeah. And he'll like wobbles out. Yep. So you get stopped by this young man. Oh, navigator. Yeah, here. Oh, stop! Not that way. Hey.
Not. Who are you to tell me where to go?
I have
We have a very insecure navigator.
I have direct orders from the Lord Captain. And he kind of smiles at you.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am to escort you to the magnificent bowels of this vessel.
Oh, bowels. Okay. Fine. Lead on.
Just to clear this up, how old is your character? 5, 6?
I think he's 45. I forget how old I made him.
Well, he aged well.
35.
Well, considering that he'll live for like 400 years or something.
Pretty young.
I was gonna say with all the like age-stopping drugs and all the other stuff, should be
Yeah.
fine.
Well, also the fact that he's not actually a human.
Yeah. Haven't read up on navigators too much.
We're the superior species.
Yeah, they live for like 400 years instead of like 100.
But yours colds make poor cups. With all those, holes and stuff.
Yeah, that third eye doesn't really.
Poorer cups. Okay, so do I show up
So yeah,
at the...
so you called the Infernum's master?
Sure, that's the guy that deals with fires on the ship.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then him. Or her.
No, it's a man, Dimitrios Angelov. He's a muscular man with a scorch-marked face, dark skin, and pierced eyebrows. And he seems rather grumpy today.
Well, he certainly has on-the-job experience.
You have to see how much we are grumpy.
Hello. I don't think I probably never met this guy.
No, you probably haven't. He mostly works down in the bowels, and you're up in the top. Yeah, hi. Why am I coming with now again?
Our Lord Captain has ordered me to investigate claims of a fire in the bows of the ship, and I figured I don't know anything about fire. You know some things about fire. You're the man to talk to. So let's go investigate this fire. I look down at the guy that's leading us. Right? You're going to take us to the fire?
Oh, yes. Just this way.
Okay.
So, there's claims of a fire, but you don't know if it is or isn't?
Again, I look down at the guy. I just...
By my experience, and I do have experience,
You look like you have experience.
you know when there is a fire on board.
That's what I thought. But apparently I'm wrong.
You see, and he points up in the ceiling. Those sirens will tell you when there is a fire.
Right.
Do you hear any sirens?
Hey now, don't talk down to me. I think this is ridiculous also. But let's go, because that's what the captain ordered me to do. I'm not doing this by myself. You're coming with me.
Well, it's gonna be a lovely trip.
Yeah, I love the bows of the ship. It's my favorite place. I come here all the time.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. Did we make the spot?
Yeah, you make your way there. It smells and it's so different from your sanctum.
it's stinky and it's dirty, and I don't like it.
There's little light. You kind of have to, you know,
Strain my eyes.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I get a flashlight.
See, right there. That's the fire. Oh, and he points at the armored hull wall there.
And there's obviously no fire.
Not that you can see, no.
Is the fire in your mind?
No, the first captain first officer already asked me. I'm not on fire.
No, I'm saying that the fire is either not there or it's invisible. I'm gonna turn to the what was his name again?
The infamous master, Demetrius.
Demetrius. You've never heard of invisible fire, have you?
Yeah, sure. I heard a 5-year-old say that once.
See? He's calling you a child.
So, can we
Let me
go
get
back
this-
now?
Let
Or
me get this straight. You don't have any third eye abilities that could help you see if this was actually warp influence?
Well, my guy thinks it's a real fire.
We're in the warp. People think a lot of things.
Yeah, and mostly it's in their minds. I definitely think that guy's crazy. But I'm gonna go wander over there and see if the fire is invisible or not. Actually, I'm gonna make Demetrius go wander over there and see if the fire is invisible or not, because that would be bad.
you want me to go over there?
Yeah, just go and see if it's hot. I don't know. Pretend like it's an invisible fire.
Oh, it's a fire, and he'll walk towards it. Oh, it's burning so much. What?
And then he craps his pants.
Yeah, there is actually a lot of heat coming from this direction.
Okay, I follow him over.
Is this a joke?
I don't know. I'm gonna touch things and see what's warm and what's not.
The closer you get to the actual wall, the warmer it gets. And you do smell the scent of smoke.
How much time did pass from this moment, since the crewman came to me and said, "Oh, fire, fire"?
Maybe an hour, considering that you've been traveling, from the bottom end to the top of the ship
Okay.
a couple of times.
Okay, so no external ordinary boardings happening.
I hope not.
Perfect. I'm done.
So is the closer we get to the hole, the hotter it gets?
Oh yes. And eventually it gets so warm that you start sweating, and you don't really. Your senses tell you that you can't go any closer.
How close to the hull am I?
5 meters.
I'm gonna look over at Demetrius. Do you think the fire is outside the ship?
And he just looks at you like, yeah, it's burning where there is no oxygen.
Well, I mean, it's the warp. There's no nothing. Well, there's some stuff.
Well, there's a whole lot of shit down there.
Okay, I'm gonna open my third eye and take a peek outside the ship. Just trying to look at the outside of the hull, if I can.
Don't get in bonkers.
Yeah,
Well, it looks like
it's pretty out there.
there is like energy piercing the hull, like a needle.
Hmm.
Just
A needle
like
of
just where you
warp
stand.
energy or something, or
Yeah, like energy from the warp.
is Is the Geller field intact?
Last you checked, yeah.
Who's in charge of that? I'm gonna call that person on the Vox.
That would be Master of Etherics, Castor Purcell, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna call up Cassie.
Yes, what can I help you with?
How's your day going?
Oh, it's pretty good. I'm having
Yeah?
a lot of fun.
Okay. Are you doing your job?
Of course.
Yeah? Because there's a giant needle of warp energy piercing the ship.
What? No.
No?
Are you
I'm
serious?
lying?
Are you serious? And you hear him shout a couple of orders around. Like, check the Auspex. Where's... No, there's nothing here. What are you talking about?
So I'm lying. I mean, I'm literally standing next to it. It's probably not a good place to be.
Hey, I've heard people going crazy. Are you feeling well?
I'm the Navigator Primus. I don't go crazy from the warp.
Right. Yeah.
They always say like that. And then
Just remember, I think he might outrank you.
That's okay. I'm being uppity.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I got a second call here. Was there anything else, or?
Yes, there's warp piercing the ship. The Geller field is obviously not working.
I'll
Boss,
let you.
he's
I'll,
teaching you.
I'll let you talk to my Auspex officer here. Just wait a minute, and he'll just
He puts me on hold. Awesome.
put you on hold.
I'm just saying someone is getting their ass fired out of the
Literally.
plasma battery.
Yes, this is Auspex officer. What can I help you with?
I'm gonna turn to the other two guys with me. Where the heck am I? What section of the ship is this? Give me some kind of numbers.
You are like in the bowels on the port side of the ship.
Right. So I'm gonna convey exactly where I am to whoever I'm talking to on the Vox. Whoever
That's the
this
left
is.
side, in case you were unaware.
Yeah. It's just there's a lot of left side on this ship. It's kind of long.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. What
So at
problems
this
do
section,
you have?
there is a giant piercing piece of warp energy, and I'm pretty sure the Geller field should have stopped that.
I see what your troubles are. I do not detect a breach of the Geller field, however.
Well, just because you don't detect it doesn't mean it's not here. Because
Okay.
it's freaking here.
This
Calling
man
the
is
captain.
being... Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm just saying, after I hear about all of this, that man is taking Castor's job.
So yeah, the first officer gets a Vox call.
Well, I'm calling the captain.
First officer,
Here I am again.
your Vox is calling.
Oh, flip.
Ring
Then I
ring.
answer the box.
Yeah, half the ringtone has already played.
A couple of dozen times.
A couple of dozen times. Jeez.
Yeah, sorry, there was stuff going on.
Yeah, so
So, what's your problem, children?
this is Viviana Jarvix. I have Master Purcell on the line. Oh yes, here. Say I have disturbing. This is weird, alright? Listen. Master Primaris is going nutters.
Oh, God.
He's not the only one, Master Purcell. That's no strange, given the circumstances. You mean I should have him chained somewhere and beaten to unconsciousness? Because I have no other better idea. Maybe
Oh, come now. He hasn't done anything destructive yet.
Yet.
that's the point. Yet.
He speaks of some sort of piercing warp needle thingiling. The Geller field is fine. There's nothing piercing it, and he claims that it is. You might want to check up on him.
Well, Master Purcell,
I was gonna say, is he still in my quarters when this is happening?
Unless he didn't leave, then, I mean, yeah.
I have to be honest with you. I should. You said he claims there's a needle of warp energy of doom and destruction outside the ship. Have you tracked the position of his crawl? Perhaps he was close to the hole?
Oh, certainly, yeah. We have checked everything. Especially
Okay.
where he was, of course. On the port side, yes?
On the port side. Port house, huh? Because I have been in his self-same position not so long ago, a couple of minutes, and I'm no mutant, thanks the God Emperor, but I have felt something similar. So perhaps I wouldn't, how can I say, I wouldn't like to sound offensive neither to you in person, Master Purcell, nor to your crews, but I would surely have the Navigator Primaris under control, because given the circumstances, as I said earlier, and if you can have the Gala Drive checked and re-sanctified, just in case.
Oh,
You do
come
this
now.
for me?
We've checked it 4 times already.
A fifth, I don't think it would be bad. Master Purcell.
I have to ask you, first off, should we advise the Lord Captain about this?
Yes, you definitely should.
I shall do so immediately then.
And as soon as he does, he gets the busy signal.
With the waiting room
Because
tunes.
Vendigroth just called me.
Have I?
I thought you said you would call the captain now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm talking to him now. Lord Captain,
What is it?
I'm lodging a complaint against another officer.
Have you found the problem? First things first.
Yeah, I found the problem. But I can't
What is
fix
it?
Well, you see, the thing is there's a piercing thing of warp energy coming through the hull. Like it's a lance of warp energy. And it's piercing the ship. I didn't think it could do that. But then again, I don't know much about the Geller field. I probably should know more about that.
Okay. And why is there a complaint?
Because the damn Parcell won't fix it. And he was being mean to me. I don't like that.
So what? He thought you were crazy?
Yes! He called me crazy.
Oh,
And then he hung up on me.
ignorant bastard. Ugh.
I want you to put a reprimand on him.
Oh, certainly. Once this whole situation is figured out. After all, you're many things, Mr. Primaris. But you're not nuts.
Well, at least
That would
compared to
be...
you.
That would have had the. All right. Uh, Now the question is, what do we do about this?
It doesn't
All
seem to be
right.
affecting anything yet.
All right. Wait. And then I get on the Vox and declare. As soon as I. Okay. Sorry. You'll hear back from me very soon.
Should I stay here?
Because you hear on the public Vox. All people rank 3 or higher. Actually, no. Everyone rank 4 or higher. Actually. Rank 4 and higher. Report to the bridge immediately.
Nope. Okay. I guess I'm leaving. I take Dimitri and we head to the bridge. I take the other guy too that found the fire. The fire.
So we're just gonna leave it? I mean, I don't even know what to do with it, but
Exactly. That's why we're going to the bridge.
I mean, either. Order one of your underlings to watch it.
yeah, I'll put 2 of them.
Just in case one goes mad, so we can shoot the other one.
All right, so you're returning up to the bridge.
Do I have time to get before going to the bridge to go back to my quarters, put on the armor, and grab some weapons? You never know.
You probably do.
Okay.
I probably should roll some knowledge checks real quick.
You can do that.
I'm gonna on my way up. I'm gonna ponder my knowledge of the warp. See if I have any ideas of what's going on.
3 success. Well, sometimes you know that the energies of the warp enters your ship even without piercing the Geller field. Nothing that can take substantial form can do this, but thoughts, voices, and visions and everything like that can actually like enter your ship, even when the Geller field is active.
And working. Okay.
And sometimes it is not voices from the present. It could be from the past or the future, or it doesn't have any limits like that.
Okay. But when the voices do come in, like, is there some kind of manifestation of like the warp, like piercing the ship? Is that the right word, manifestation? I think so.
It could be,
Okay.
not necessarily, but
So it's just a thing we have to deal with. How much longer are we in the warp for?
well, you made your estimate, and that's all you can really rely on.
Right, how long was that again?
I think it was a week, or was it 2 weeks? I think it was a
We
week.
rolled 2 weeks.
Okay. And how long has it been?
You've been for almost a day.
Oh, so 13 more days.
Well, isn't it 1d5 weeks real time? We're kind of on 2 different timelines here, so.
Right, I'm more concerned about the time in the warp. And how long we're going to have to deal with whatever is about to happen.
Yeah, you're supposed to be in the warp for almost a week.
Okay.
Or about a week, according to your estimate.
Do you all know how wondrously accurate those have been?
Oh, they're
Oh,
perfect.
oh,
They're
yes.
always perfect.
Spot on every
I don't know
time.
what you're talking about. I'm in the warp exactly how long I want to be.
Yeah, I mean, you can always, just pull out.
Okay, so I guess I'd show up on the bridge.
Yeah,
Probably last.
the Lord Captain gets a Vox call.
Yes, yes, what is it?
Oh, this is Master Purcell. I have a complaint. Or two complaints, actually. See, Master Primaris and possibly even your first officer has gone nutters.
Mr. Purcell, if you wish to escape this any way other than out through the airlock, I would recommend you shut the hell up. Also,
It
you're
gets quiet.
fired. You're demoted. You are demoted 5 ranks.
Oh, jeez. That's right, don't be mean to me.
You will be replaced by. Hold on, reading the thing. My crud. Who's the Auspex officer? Where is he? Ah. Actually, you might be. I don't know. You will be replaced promptly.
When I figure out who to swap you out with.
Yeah, exactly. Well, or just let the ranks solve themselves.
Yeah. Requesting to speak.
Denied.
And it's quiet.
And this is on the Vox, right?
Yeah, this is on the Vox.
If you're still there by the time I'm up on the bridge, you're going out the airlock straight into the warp. And with that, I close the Vox and move and make for the bridge. I'm cranky.
Yeah. Too many people have called you today.
Exactly. I take a swig of Amasec before I leave.
Save me alcohol!
More like just keep my head in the game. keep me from going nuts.
Right.
I'm already at 11 insanity.
So you're all gathering on the bridge. Master Purcell is not present.
Is he
Okay.
the best at his job, or is the next guy down equally as competent?
Mechanically speaking, the next guy down should be equally as competent.
Okay.
There are 15,000 people. We can replace him. He is not nearly so unique as a navigator.
I was kind of hoping to have a feud with him, but now that he's fired, I guess I got to find a new person to hate on.
Well, he's still on the ship, but he's demoted.
Right. That's no fun. I can just order him around now.
Anyway, yes, Mr. Primaris, would you please report on the situation?
Well, I've been pondering it on my travel through the ship. I guess I should explain what it is, realizing that half the people here have no idea what's going on. Yeah, so there's a lance of warp energy piercing the ship down in the bowels, which probably isn't good.
How dangerous might it be?
Oh, that's hard to say. It could be very dangerous, or it could be completely mundane, safe.
And how might we rid ourselves of it?
Well, I was kind of hoping that that Master Parcell would explain how to get rid of it, because I don't know how to get rid of a lance, but he doesn't seem to be here. I thought he was ordered to be here.
No, he is, he's busy.
He's busy. Oh, okay. I guess he's too good to show up.
Full details will follow.
Anyways, I don't think it'll be too awfully dangerous. It's probably just manifestation of thoughts.
Is it near any important facilities?
I'm gonna look over at Demetrius. Is it near anything important? I don't really know what's going on down there.
No, I mean it's just the outer armor. I mean, so
Okay, order that area cordoned off. Have it completely sealed. Hopefully that will do work for the best. And actually, never mind. Hopefully that'll work. Seal that area.
I'm not sure that'll help.
It will keep
mean-
other crewmen from entering that area. That's my primary concern.
I have a suggestion.
What is it?
I think Furnace Master says. I mean, in all my days, it seems like a fire. I mean, it doesn't spread, but it is a fire. Maybe we should, space it.
Good idea. I was recommending that.
Do you think that'll do anything?
Well, it
We're gonna
can't
find
hurt
out.
if the area's cordoned off.
Yeah, we probably should wait for those two guys to leave before we space them.
Sacrifices shall be made.
I was gonna say,
we're-
we have a Tenebro maze on board. I guarantee there are like little lock doors at every couple of meters.
I could just imagine us being like, okay, space it, hit the button before we even fall down there. Oh yeah, we left two dudes.
Okay, my captain's an asshole. He isn't heartless.
You just threatened to space people. You haven't actually done it yet.
No,
Not yet.
Yeah, yet.
exactly. But the key element is making sure they think I will. I'm not 100% sure whether I will or not. I'm still determining that part of my character's personality. We'll see.
So we are to evacuate the area and space it.
Yes.
Yeah, let's try that.
And if this doesn't solve our problem,
Well, we might either have to pull from the warp or just hope it doesn't spread.
You want
We'll
to keep
save-
flying with it in the ship?
Hmm?
You want to keep flying with this thing in the ship? That doesn't sound like a good idea. Like whether or not it's a fire, it's still warp energy piercing the ship.
Yes, but as long as no one comes into contact with it, it shouldn't be... I'm
Alright.
optimistic, mostly because I don't have much of a choice in the matter.
Optimistic in the 40k universe. That's fun.
gotta stay positive.
Okay, let's see if.
Well,
let's
what
see if
else? What
space
other
is good.
options are there? I mean, really.
Despair. We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna
I have to be optimistic, or else this is going to be bothering me, and I'll wind up drinking myself to death in my quarters.
Not so heroic end for the rogue trader.
Alcohol poisoning. Yeah.
The chief surgeon, Phoebus Drake, who is a very short man with spiraling mustache, short black hair, back combed, with a big green cybernetic eye, with like multiple like glasses. I have some. Well, the Medicaid bay is filled with crewmen. It is very unhygienic, and half of them are almost panicking.
Unhygienic. Is it not the point of the Medicaid Bay to contain all of the people who are a threat to the cleanliness and health of the ship?
Precisely. That's why it's a problem. It's simply too much people.
Wait, how many
All
people?
right, give the ones who are okay. Give the ones who are relatively okay a placebo and place them in and have them escorted to their quarters.
Well, what's wrong with them first? Are they
That
sick?
is a good question. What is their problem or perceived problem?
Well, some are simply just gibbering and singing lolly songs. Some of them a bit more extreme. They are holding full conversations with someone that I cannot perceive.
Ugh.
I think this
All
is
right.
their missionaries' realm. What the
I
hell?
think this woman take things into my hands personally. I will head down to your bay and trying to shed some divine light and grace upon those who have lost their way.
Are there any ones with perceived illnesses or injuries? Anyone hallucinating that they're harmed?
Well, some are injured. There has been several cases of falling and smaller scratches and such. Nothing too severe.
Well, get those ones patched up and sent back, and await for the first officer for further orders. You are dismissed.
And they bow. The ship's confessor, Alessa Ridley, who is a young woman with dark tanned skin, and her left cheek and neck are tattooed prayers to the Emperor in silver, with a barbed neckband with white roses and red bands and adornments, comes up to the first officer as everyone is evacuating the bridge.
Evacuating. Running for our lives.
First officer, would you have me accompanying you?
I would be honored of your presence, officer. Two pious souls are sure better than one.
Surely we should straighten out the people who has gone awry.
And then I follow Master Surgeon to the medical bay. In order to bonk their heads with the lethal needs of devotion.
Cleanse them with fire.
No, it's
Yeah. I'd rather have them cleansed with blunt force trauma. That's a little more reparable.
That's cheaper.
Less permanent injuries.
Exactly.
So did we vent the section? Or have we pulled that off yet?
You are about to.
Okay.
They're evacuating right now.
Yeah, and I would turn to Vendegroth and say, and you, when you head down there and use your third eye to see, once it's all sealed off, to see if the problem recedes.
I have to go back. It's
Yes.
dirty down there. Okay. Taking Dimitri. Taking the fire guy. Once that's ready.
Seriously, I was born to a noble family, and yet you are more snobbish than I.
I'm a navigator. We're also nobles.
I was gonna say, you've got kind of the master race thing going for you as well.
Yeah. I just don't like doing things. I think that's what my character, that's his problem.
If someone else does it, I mean, you can blame them if they do it wrong. But if you do something wrong, oh shit.
Then I just have to blame someone else harder.
Yeah, it's more difficult.
Yeah.
Because first you have to convince them it was them doing,
Mm-hmm.
and then blame them.
If I just keep telling them it's their fault over and over again, maybe they'll just believe it.
That could work.
That's called being abusive.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Warhammer, folks.
Yeah.
So the the section is being opened up to the void.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my time getting down there, so we can do the medical bay thing first.
Yeah, you want them to be done with opening and closing before you get there.
Yeah.
Good for health.
Oh, it's getting drafty down here. Woo!
And I get sucked out into the wonders of the warp. Beautiful fields of paradise.
Yeah, I was gonna say, given your altered perception of the warp, you would be enjoying your last moments.
This is so much better when you're outside.
That
Meanwhile, like,
dank, nasty shit.
Cutting into you.
So you reach the Medicaid, the medical bay, and it is packed with people. And the chief surgeon is is making his way through and barking orders to his subordinates to get people out of here and prioritize this and prioritize that. First officer, where would you have us begin?
Well, gather the most trauma, the positive verb from trauma. Well, the most shocked. Just my brain fusing, sorry. Gather the most shocked into a place where it is easy to be heard, and those less shocked have them in the care of the professor, who very generously came with me, and I will read and pray with them and seek the guidance of the immortal master of mankind, and hope it will suffice to ward off those malicious influences.
Worst case scenario, you throw the book at them. Literally.
I mean, that's
It's a very
not that
large
bad,
book.
but with enough speed and force, it can be kind of painful. Just a second.
The holy book of prayers are not for throwing.
They are for reading and then throwing, like old weapons. There's similarity. So, not the mysteries of wrath. I don't want to whack them. Even though instilling frenzy might be a good idea to counter craziness, I should.
I guess. Then it'd be crazy and, frenzied.
Yeah.
That'd just be a mess.
And so, in the first mystery of devotion, we meditate upon the bloody phone. Sorry.
It is chaos on the bay. I mean,
And it's here also on desk here.
yeah.
So, in the first mystery of devotion, we meditate upon Saint Sebastian Thor, remember the statue, who, exemplar to all saints, awoke mankind from the foul slumber casted by the treacherous High Lord Doge Vandaya. Let it remember it, and meditate upon his purity, because of all saints, he's the first. And legends say will return as the Awakened Emperor. And that's cool. That's me a bit out of character.
I imagine you're doing that at the end. You're like, isn't that neat?
Come on, we got cookies.
So cool, man.
Yeah.
What, you don't get it?
I
Yeah.
have some 13 mysteries of devotion, so if you want, I can continue going on. But then that gets boring, I think.
I was gonna say, they'll either be cured or fall asleep. Either way, it solves our problem.
Mhm. The confessor and her assistants have all brought tools,
Ooh, the funny stuff.
and they begin to help the ones that are not.
Frog.
Yeah.
Apply to source of problem. Repeat as necessary.
Yeah.
That's really the philosophy with just about everything in Warhammer 40k.
Well,
Take
I
miscellaneous item. Apply to source.
in the I think it was Peyton Coin manual. There were the Chirurgian tools, which basically help you healing folks and torturing them too.
Dual purpose.
Yeah, I want them so badly.
Yeah, they're whipping them and forcing them to recite different readings and such.
Yeah, the normal, the usual.
Yeah, the usual.
I like it. They just walk into the medical bay and start beating people. This is a place of healing.
Repent! Repent! Repent!
By the way, when we've all been pronouncing it wrong, apparently, medics in the Warhammer 40k, that's pronounced Chirurgeon.
Hmm.
I looked it up because I was like, okay, how the hell do we pronounce that?
Actually, it's if the most Latin-like pronunciation, I think, would be chirurgeon.
Fair enough. But since this was written in English, I'm going with the archaic English word.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically Latin butchered by people who used to speak Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kind of
Chirurg-
what happened with English. That's why English is such a screwed up language.
Chirurg in Swedish.
So I'm gonna send the telepath down to help the first officer. 'Cause I just realized we have a freaking psyker.
You do.
What?
Maybe-
First crazies and maniacs and bonkers, then mutants?
Yes, he's gonna help.
What's next? Demons and sorceresses and heretics?
Hey! It is an imperially sanctioned psyker, okay?
Yeah, maybe he'll help.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, his paper says so.
That's at least what his papers say.
Well, actually, in my Mysteries of Devotions checked upon the wiki, there is the mystery of the 13 Saint Ribel Goth, who, though a mutant, psycho, sacrificed his poor soul to protect holy lore, so I might accept.
Also,
he-
you have to remember, the God Emperor is a psyker. He's a mutant. So,
But, he's the God Emperor. He might be a guinea pig. He's the God Emperor. Period.
Yeah, you don't argue with the God Emperor.
Yeah. Hell of a guinea pig.
So yes, you notice that that Alessa Ridley, she turns from this like nice like person into a more vicious creature when she you know actually start working.
16 insanity points. Anyway,
And she is a bit frightening, but she is the confessor.
Has to be. I mean, I'm the good cop. She's the bad one.
Yeah.
although if you're the good cop, well, that's Warhammer 40k for you. The system isn't exactly
Well,
isn't
basically,
exactly the same as it is these days.
There's the bad cop, and then
And the
there's
worst cop.
the even worse cop, and then there's the demon cop.
yeah. Crazy hell with the chainsaw, man.
That basically goes in order from missionary to confessor to all-out inquisition.
Yeah. Mhm.
So what do you wish to do?
Is our problem solved yet? Back down in the.
Oh yes, the Navigator Primaris. You walk in. It is more cleaner now.
Not all the fell's been sucked out into the warp.
Yeah. And you get to the site, and the fire, or whatever it is that seems to be a fire, but maybe not because it's not visible. It is still there.
Well, that did nothing. I'm gonna glance at it again. Is it still the spear of warp energy? Has it changed any?
It seems to be growing a bit weaker, like it's fading, but not very quickly.
Keep whipping the crazy people. That seems to be working. I'm gonna report in that it seems to be weakening, but it hasn't done much. Captain, Lord Captain, call you in the box.
Yes.
I'm hesitant to report that didn't work. The invisible fire is still raging. It does look a little weaker, from what I can tell. And this hall is a lot cleaner.
You should do this more often.
Yeah. Once a week, we should clean out the whole bowels of this place. Look at all in the space.
Open all the airlocks.
At the same time.
It goes faster that way. Just fasten your seatbelt.
All right, I'll ponder this.
Again.
I'm coming back up. I'm not going to stay down here any longer.
Gonna say you're not doing any good there.
Yeah.
Can you try turning the vessel? Shake it loose.
Oh, yeah.
Wiggle it back and forth.
Yeah, I'll try that. That'll be a thing.
Definitely.
I'm going to get up there and not do that.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna-
you'll tell him that you did it, nothing. but in reality, no.
I was gonna say, that's the way I said that in character, but... I would like to think that my character voice makes it obvious, but not always. My character voice slips occasionally.
As you are making your way out of the bowels, you hear a scream from a woman down one of the corridors.
Do I have my gun? Probably not. I have my armor though, because that's a thing. I always wear the.
I was
the
gonna
mesh.
say, I read that on your sheet. Like, I always wear my mesh armor. It's very stylish.
Yeah. I'm gonna look over at Dimitri.
Well,
That's a.
better check it out. I mean,
Yeah, I guess we should check that out. Is
Risky
there anyone else
scary,
around?
Burn out her brain with your third eye.
That didn't work out so well last time. Is there anyone else around? Or is this a deserted section?
yeah, I mean this section was just evacuated.
Okay,
No.
yeah, that's a good point. Okay, I'm gonna saunter on over there and see what's going on with the screaming person. Is she still screaming, or is it just like a quick scream and?
It was like a scream of terror, and then it was nothing more.
Yeah, she's probably dead. So I'm not gonna hurry. I'm gonna go cautiously.
As you're walking down there, you hear a strange sound as you walk. It sounds like you're walking on something liquid, water, a puddle or something.
Well, am I? Like, is there something actually down there, or am I just hearing things?
Well, as you look down and you point your flashlight, it is a puddle of. It is a small puddle of blood.
Wait, there's no lights? The lights are out? Have to use the flashlight? That's not good.
Well, they are a bit more conservative with the light down here. And you said you were
I've never
using a flashlight.
But yes, I did bring a flashlight. Because I don't like the dark. I'm gonna look around for the source of the puddle.
Well, it seems to have driplets moving in the direction that you are moving in.
So I'm
So
heading
you're
towards
moving
it?
down still. Downhill.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you're moving towards it. Seems.
okay.
Holy terror!
Holy Terra? That's your curse word? Come on, Dimitri, you can do better than that.
But I will know it, and I will touch skin clean. So he doesn't.
I think you should go first.
Yeah, right. We should report this.
Oh yeah,
I want some
should-
people with me.
we should tell other people. That's a good idea. Who should I call? I bothered the captain enough. I'm gonna call the first officer.
Thank you. I have no idea how difficult it is just to sit here and think of how the hell we're supposed to solve this problem.
I think we should just get out of the bloody warp and go on sublight.
Something tells me we're just gonna wind up leaving the warp and calling it a day.
We'll come
But
back another time.
I want to see this plot arc a little.
Um, yeah, I mean, you think that the answer might be in the bottom of your bottle, but you're not completely certain.
Maybe the next bottle.
Yeah, it's either this one or the next one, but you're not sure which one.
So drink them both, just to be sure. Or perhaps the next shelf.
Yeah, I mean, someone could have switched them around. There has been a lot of people in your room recently.
But it's definitely in the bottom of a bottle. One of those damn things.
I'm just saying, next time someone walks in, they'll see me drinking from my skull glass.
So yeah, I call up Alistair. Alistair,
Yes,
where are you?
I'm busy. Speak quickly.
And you hear like screams in the background.
Well, I'm standing in a puddle of blood.
Ah. And I
So-
suppose you are calling me for guidance for your souls and on the path of the Holy Emperor, aren't you?
Yeah, that or soldiers.
How's that I find it hard to believe?
That I want soldiers?
No, that you want guidance.
Oh yeah, guidance. Yeah, I want that too.
Hmm.
That's important because
Very
the
well.
emperor and all that.
I think you will have soldiers, and as for guidance, even though I would like to, you know, bring the Emperor's will as a torch and with it banish the shadow, I have to banish it here. So I will have soldiers come to your way if you can tell me where the bloody throne on Terra you are.
Oh yeah, where are
And
we?
additionally, I can swear, and it will reach you in short. Couple of quads, one squad, you know.
Yeah, the Inferno Master brings up a map. He goes back and looks at the corridors and then he gives you a serial number, basically.
Okay,
Well, yeah,
then
the entire ship is a maze, so that's kind of the way you have to do things.
yeah, then I pause. I motion the audience to wait for a couple of seconds. I go to the nearest console and call on the box for Squad Ultima of the militants and militantes, and then send it. Give them the code you gave me, and then they should be arriving.
All right.
So we're gonna back out of the puddle of blood until the militants show up.
All right.
Does anyone inform me of this?
Well, you've threatened to throw a lot of people out of the airlock, so no.
Only when they screwed up.
Oh, I'm gonna ask. Then I'll ask Dimitri. You think we should call the captain?
He like no.
You don't want to call the captain either.
I mean, you can call him. You can call him. I'll be here, but
So you want me to call him? I guess I outrank him.
yeah.
The captain?
No, the Dimitri, the Infernus Master.
You are more suited to express your, yeah, talk to
He does seem to kind of like me. Okay, I'll call him. I call up the captain. Lord Captain,
Yes, what is it now?
I think someone died.
Finally, something interesting today. Alright, where are you?
Am I in the section we evacuated? Like that got all the air blown out?
You're outside it.
I'm near it. Okay.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, I explained that on my way back I encountered a puddle of blood in the hall and we heard a woman screaming, but I'm guessing she's dead. I got a bunch of militants coming down. We're gonna check it out. Just thought you should know.
I'll be down there. Gotta get moving.
You're coming.
I'm sick of being cooped up in my quarters watching the ship fall apart.
Would you mind bringing me a gun?
Gladly.
Okay, thank you.
You have two.
What gun were you using? Out of character, what gun were you using last time?
I have a best quality hell pistol, but I doubt you're gonna go to my
what?
quarters and pick that up.
A
I
what
think it's
quality?
a best quality.
And what pistol? Sorry.
It's a hell pistol. Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't
Yeah,
think you're
I'll
gonna stop by my quarters to pick that
Yeah,
up.
I'm not gonna go out of my way and grab an entire hell pistol. Those things are heavy.
Well,
There's
you can
entire
always
back to it.
you can always tell someone else to do it.
True. No, I'll just tell him to grab a spare las pistol.
I just want something to defend myself with.
Plus,
Okay.
I don't think I allow the firing of of hell pistols on board the ship.
I was definitely shooting it on the other ship.
Well, yes, that's their ship. I don't care if you hit it if it goes through a few walls and hits someone on their ship. Our ship is a completely different matter.
Yeah, this ship is more important, you know.
That's our ship.
I
Well,
I paid for this ship. I paid for the people on this ship. You hit one of them, you owe me money.
Actually, you sort of didn't. They were given to you, but
Yeah, but I
you're
still
sort of
have to make sure they're fed, so I'm still paying for them.
yeah. I mean, you're still responsible for them and all that.
well, at least you're paying supplies and stuff, so yes, you are paying.
Not to mention, when they die, I have to replace them occasionally.
Occasionally.
Whenever I
Well,
feel like
sometimes, well, there are 15,000 of them. Sometimes the reproductive process takes care of the problem for me, but
We do have 200 extra people on board, so I mean,
yeah, I was gonna say
we have a little
200
leeway.
spares.
Assuming they want to stay on board. Which, if we tell them to, they have to.
well, they could try and refuse, but
Yeah, we're not in Imperial space. We're not really going back there.
Yeah, they can try.
I was gonna say, I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I really don't want to go back to Port Wander. I prefer to make my own laws. I'm only limited by what the missionary will let me get away with.
Which sounds like a lot.
I haven't been pushing it because my character wouldn't push it. He's not out here purely for autonomy. That's just a nice
Even
perk.
though he wants to make his own laws. Okay. So,
who doesn't?
Well, yeah, he wants to control a trade empire, which is actually part of his job. Part of his job is to imperialize other worlds. So,
So you get down there.
oh good, nothing happened to me.
Not
While I'm waiting unarmed in the dark.
Yeah. And the group of guards arrive. What seems to be the matter here?
I just point the flashlight at the puddle of blood.
Any suspects or?
I don't even know if there's a body. I haven't gone and checked it out yet.
In fact, you go.
Yeah, you go check it out.
Yeah.
Question guy. Guy with all the questions. Go find out if someone's dead.
And the Lord Captain comes just about now.
all right. Anything more highly developed than a puddle of blood?
We're just about to find out. Aren't we?
We did just arrive here.
All right, let's proceed.
Certainly. And they start marching down the hallway, trying to avoid the driplets.
I'm gonna follow.
So,
Yeah, I'm probably right behind the people investigating. Like, this is the first interesting thing that didn't want to make me blow my head off that's happened all day.
Oh, you mean the medical bay full of screaming people wasn't awesome?
there seems to be someone or something. It's been wounded and bleeding, and he kind of points at the ground.
Really? Who would have thought of that?
I am just thinking out loud, Lord Captain.
Well, think something more intelligent and/or helpful,
Think better.
or else I'll have you demoted.
And he'll flash a light on the wall, and there's a bloody handprint. Someone staggering. And he'll look closer.
Blood for the blood god, corn for the cornflakes.
Average hand size. I'll keep going. And as you make a turn, you see a lot of blood on the floor, and a body nailed to the wall with his skin flayed out to the sides.
Is he wearing an ID badge?
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, you have to roll willpower.
Thank God this isn't to resist the warp, or else we'd all be at -5. This isn't.
You
Yay.
get -5 because you are on the ship.
Oh, I thought it was only -5 when resisting the warp on the ship.
No, it's every willpower check on the ship.
Awesome.
Well, I have a 20% chance of success.
I'm fine.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I rolled an 81, and I've got a 20.
nice.
6 degrees of failure.
That's not so bad.
No, nothing bad's gonna happen.
No,
All right, how much insanity do I take?
let's see.
I would like to roll the die, just in the name of...
Yeah, you can roll a d100.
I don't know whether that's good or bad.
That's not very good.
They mix things up on all the charts. We don't know whether high numbers are good or bad once you get past skills.
Yeah. Let's see.
I might be calling our first officer here in a second.
I was gonna say, as it is, I already have 11 insanity.
Ooh.
Who's going on?
Spend my next
So-
couple of points boosting my willpower.
So yeah, you completely snap.
Oh, damn it.
This is this takes you back to whenever
My war
you were,
days.
yeah, your war days. Those very dark, disturbing days that you really wish you would forget, but somehow you just can't let that go. And all you really see around you is a bloody war zone, and you need to defend yourself.
Uh-oh.
You can roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
We knew it would happen. We knew it would happen.
One of these days.
I'm guessing I need to roll as well, because...
Oh, you're all screwed.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh. The
Oh,
one
no.
time I roll max on something.
I'm not very good at melee.
Well,
Well,
that's okay. Your captain is pretty good at it.
I trained him.
Yeah, I've been practicing.
Yeah. I've been practicing. I'm really good at this now.
Although, in my defense, I think I'm fighting Chaos Worshippers, which kind of is really ironic, all things considered.
As you're cutting down your militants.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm definitely calling the missionary.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out.
Now, I hope the missionary has talents that can reverse the effect of insanity.
Not now.
But
If I
at least he has a
remember-
chainsaw.
Yeah.
Which I have a
Remember
75%
properly.
chance of severing if I parry it.
I should be getting them soon. There's something that can at least deny temporarily effects of insanity or corruption. No, it was corruption, not insanity. If your body goes crazy, it won't. If your mind does, I'm sorry. Your fault.
There we are.
Vendegroth is unfortunately positioned.
I know. I was probably standing next to you, too.
Out of character, I apologize.
If you do try to kill me, I'm probably just gonna stare at you.
Or run away.
You have
Those
a low
both seem-
willpower. I'm
I was
gonna
gonna say-
blast you with my lidless stare, because that's the only thing I got that'll save me.
Well,
Well-
there's always the probability of running, especially since...
Well,
Are there attacks of opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, if
Oh,
you're
but
in
there's-
combat, yeah.
But you could But you could disengage, send one of them in front of you. Unfortunately, I think I'm going first.
you are going first. Well,
Okay.
I think you're going first.
Yeah, unless the militants rolled unreasonably high. Like, they would literally have to roll a 9 to tie with me.
Oh man.
Oh, one of them rolled a 10.
Ooh.
That could be good. I'll see.
And I'm saying that's assuming that their crack crew,
Yeah, how many of them? having
determines their
problems.
agility.
They looked at this thing too.
I was gonna say, are any of them going crazy?
We shall see.
Oh god. And even if they do go first, they're not just gonna shoot the captain. Like we don't know that you're
I
like
was gonna say, you don't know
in
I'm nuts
murderous
yet.
rage yet. Yeah.
Gonna make some rolls.
I doubt they'd try to shoot you even if you were cutting them down. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe.
because they knew that once it wore off, I'd fire them.
Who shot
No, they
me?
don't.
You were trying to kill us. Who shot me?
And everyone around is like, oh.
No one shot you.
I was gonna say, I certainly hope that you people try to tackle me.
Mm,
No.
that's not going to be my first move. I seriously doubt that I could beat you in a contest of strength or grappling.
Okay, so
So-
there is 2 groups of 3. And
Alright.
half of them seems to be fine. They are, of course, reeling back. This is a horrible sight, indeed. But
Now, did the fine ones roll the 14, or did the not fine ones roll the 14?
Well, what are the other half doing? Are they
Let's see.
also going nuts?
50 and up, or I mean, high roll, it is the okay ones, and low roll is the not so okay ones.
Okay. You guys have...
Okay, so the bad one got the higher.
Uh-oh.
And what are they doing?
So they are. They're gripping.
By how much did they fail their willpower roll?
Not as bad as you. They start to they're reeling back with in shock. They're looking at you, and they're kind of backing away. And
So they're smart, is what you're saying.
yeah, they're not standing around. They're like getting back into this other corridor here. You, however, need to defend yourself because
Yep.
these people are dangerous. They can't be dead.
Oh, you damn chaos worshippers. Do I need you to even bother telling how much I move? I mean, he's right there. I was gonna say, I'm here, let's check.
I was literally
Yeah,
standing
it's less
next
than
to
a
you.
meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can basically hit him from there even.
Oh man. Don't
But I
hit
like
me
to
with
be
your sword. I don't want that.
Sorry.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, but I'm not
Back,
sorry.
Servants of chaos!
Would I be wandering around with my metal staff? Is that a thing?
For
Oh.
Christ's
I mean,
I rolled a 13.
You
I am
can,
so sorry.
I mean, if you walk around with your metal staff all the time, you would walk around with your metal staff right now. You have been given a las pistol by your Lord Captain, as you requested.
That's not good. I don't think I'd have the metal staff. I don't think I'm so bad at melee I wouldn't even bother holding on to the thing. So what are my recourses? Can I dodge? Or is
Yes,
that
you can
table?
dodge.
Yeah, you can, but you get a minus 40 because of his degrees of success.
Ooh, I don't think I can succeed then.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit difficult.
Yeah, my agility is only 35, so I get hit.
Alright, can roll damage.
Get killed by my own captain. Awesome.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So he
I'm
hits you in the body, chest.
18?
Oh, and he crits you. Roll a d5.
Oh my gosh. I think he just murdered me too.
You're muted, by the way.
You want to roll or should I?
You should do the honor.
A 4.
I think high numbers are bad.
High numbers are bad.
Oh, awesome.
So
Oh, can you bring us to the right spot on? Can you bring us to the right spot on the map again? Sorry, I had to reload and I'm no longer in the right place.
there you go.
So I'm at 0 hit points.
So I just
Reduction-
run up and drop you.
So yeah, 18 damage. I think the penetration is greater than your armor, but you have your toughness bonus.
Right. No, my toughness and armor is 6, and so 12 would bring me exact to 0. How much penetration do you have?
I don't know if I have. I don't know how much I have. I don't think I have any actually. I don't know how the power sword works as far as.
Power sword has to have armor pen.
Yeah, I think it does. I
Which
mean,
would kill me.
chain swords have penetration.
I'm gonna check in the index. To the index.
If it has any pen, I'm at negative hit points, and I think I have to. Do I burn a fate point to not die?
Well, when you reach 0, there is nothing really. But as soon as you take more, you start to get critical damage.
Okay.
Which you already started on critical damage. So.
Yeah. If his sword has any pen, I get another critical,
Power weapons 130.
which I'm sure it does.
I didn't see anything, but let's
I
see.
didn't
Power sword. Doesn't say that it penetrates armor at all. I think it's really just a damage improvement. I mean, I can check the chart to see if it's on there. Let's see, I'm checking the chart now. Power.
Yeah, it has
power-
5 penetration.
Yeah, that's 5 pen.
Right. So my armor doesn't help at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you take
Sorry.
15 points of damage then.
Right, which takes me to negative.
How much?
Negative 5.
Oh, okay. So you take a crit of 5 and a crit of 4 because of the crit. So he's the fury of it, the attack is forcing you to the ground.
Forcing you in half.
So you are knocked prone, and you need to make an agility test or catch fire.
What?
Of your
Oh,
arm.
catch fire. I'm on fire.
You are on fire, and then you also need.
Ah,
to
you
make
chaos
a-
worshipping scum! In the name of the Emperor!
Yeah, you need to make a toughness test or be stunned for a round.
Oh my god. The only person who might be able to stop me, I drop in one hit.
I'm on fire and unconscious.
A
Okay.
toughness test not to be dead?
And you also need to make.
I am
Well,
so sorry.
Yeah, he's also scorching your body with 3rd-degree burns. So you suffer a D10 points of fatigue. 6 points of fatigue, so you are unconscious.
I'm so sorry.
Well, that hurt.
So,
Damn my terrible rolls.
So, yeah.
You rolled really well, actually.
All of a sudden, your captain starts shouting things that just doesn't really have anything to do with all of this, and on the second later, you are on the ground
On fire.
on fire, and you just see the world is darkening, and everything fades to black
As he runs me through with the power sword.
as he runs you through with a sword.
Well, that was an eventful combat. Oh, man.
We haven't even started yet.
Oh, it's over. I don't think anyone's going to be able to stop you. At least no one down here.
So, Pendergrass is not gonna do anything because he's unconscious.
He's going to burn a little bit.
That's right. You take 4 points of fire damage. This is reduced by your toughness, so 1 point of fire damage.
1 point of fire damage.
But
Critical.
this means it's a critical again.
Yeah, that puts me at -4. I don't know if that matters or not.
You're at -6, aren't you?
No, actually, I would have been at -3. The armor pin does the armor pin the toughness as well?
No, it pens only armor.
Yeah, this
Right.
pens armor.
So it would have just been a -3 the first time. That was my
Yeah,
bad.
So you take. Oh, so the first attack. No,
Well, it's
I mean,
good to know that I still got it. It's good to know that my practice has paid off.
yeah. So okay, so to backtrack, the power sword shouldn't.
This will show you to navigate us better through the war.
It's fine. I like being on fire and unconscious. That's funny. Let's we'll just continue.
How much negative do you have right now with the
4 with the fire damage.
Okay.
When we can bump it up to 6, I don't really care.
Don't say that.
But it's funny.
I try to raise them on the personal boxes.
Well, you can try. The armor is starting to melt and kind of fuse with your skin, but you don't feel anything.
No.
You know.
I was gonna say, you know how that mesh armor is so stylish? Well, you're about to be looking stylish for a very long time.
Oh my gosh.
Gonna look fabulous, man.
You look so fabulous.
How oh yeah. The crew members, their eyes are like widening. They are
Really?
shocked at this. And most of them are speechless.
I can only imagine how this is gonna go down in the tome of history.
And the captain goes on a murderous rampage and kills 15,000 people in his ship. Yeah.
Look, Captain, what are you doing?
Now, do I hear them saying that?
Yeah, you hear them.
Does this give me a chance to shake it off since since they're reminding me of my current location?
It is very strange that they're calling you by this title. I mean, they are your enemies, but they seem to be very sincere with you. So, yes, you can make a willpower check.
I have to succeed eventually, guys.
Just hang on. Hang on.
Nope. Still nuts.
I mean, they are obviously trying to deceive you.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, you
I
showing,
obviously just set their leader on fire.
yeah, you show them the might of the Emperor, and they are scared shitless of you, wanting to kind of unarm you before they can kill you, because you can obviously not be defeated while having your guard up.
Of course. So
So
whose turn is it?
they're backing away like the others, but I mean they have their weapons trained on you, kind of shakingly loose, but they don't wish to open fire upon you. And these just runs away screaming.
We'll soon get back to the first mate. First off. Alright, let's see,
So the
So-
the first officer calls you.
Gonna open up the combat chart, just in case.
In the middle of battle, your phone rings.
Not now, mother.
No. I answer, I answer, thinking, oh, thank the Emperor. I need backup. We're under attack. Chaos forces. Hurry. It's fun to be nuts. I mean, I feel so bad, but this is fun.
Okay. My guy survives this. He's not gonna like you so much anymore.
I remain speechless for a couple of seconds, and then since my youth, my ship took part in that specific war, and there are mosquitoes all over the place, and I glance at the officer, who I think is doing her stuff. I motion one of the assistants to come here, and
I think you know almost exactly what's going on.
and try not to let them know I'm worried to the bone. I say, okay, you stay here, carry on with the prayers, don't let anyone slip or lose focus. I will be here in a moment. Grab my weapon, grab my book, and head back to killing mosquitoes. No, to the try to reach the captain.
I was gonna say, you don't exactly know where I am until someone reports to you. I must.
Oh, I called him when I called for the militants. He probably knows exactly where we are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. You actually have your like coordinates.
Thank God.
He might not
Alright.
know what's going on because I mean I did call for militants and say that someone had died, so there could be chaos on the ship for all he knows. But he might also know that you're crazy.
So I'm going. So it's my turn again. I take it.
Yep.
All right. I charge 4 meters forward, which gives me an additional +10 to weapons.
Oh, Lord Captain, no! We are your humble
Die.
servants. What have we done to deserve this?
Die, you chaos worshipping scum!
Pillow
I'm
for
think
the pillow
fortunate I
god.
didn't aim last turn.
I don't think it would have mattered.
I was gonna say wouldn't really matter. Oh, good, I miss.
That's good.
Oh yeah, you miss him.
That is good.
Cause I imagine I just have both hands on my power sword. Like up until now, you've only seen me wield it in one hand while having my las pistol in the other. Yeah. So
No, it's serious.
now you know things aren't well.
We are humble servants of the Emperor and you. Please, come to your senses. You can make a willpower.
-5. Wait, I can give someone a +10 per round. So if they try to tackle me, I can give them a +10 to their attempt.
Well,
Ah,
if you
I'm
would
getting closer.
assist your enemies, yeah.
Well, it never says anything about it being in character. The +10 seems to be purely mechanical.
Well, I mean, you are giving them like directions and orders type of dealio.
Okay, so that
So it
does
is,
have to
it
be,
is that way, yeah.
alright.
Well, we're making progress.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
That's totally how numbers work.
Yeah, that's totally how statistics works. That's how percentages work. Statistic-wise, though, if I failed the last 3 rolls,
Probably gonna fail the next one too.
So, Vendergroth, you might wanna take a look on those fate points there.
Yeah. What
try
can
to
I
heal
do
yourself for
to save
1d5 or
myself?
something.
I'd say you can spend a fate point to put yourself out of the fire,
I'll do
And-
that.
and that means that you will not lie there and burn to death.
Yes.
Plus.
Is
close to
preferable.
Yeah. So I'll spend a faith point to do that. A fate point, excuse me. And I'm still at negative numbers. Does that mean every round I have to roll to see if I'd like die?
No, you're not bleeding.
Okay.
The good thing with energy is that it seals the wound pretty well.
Huh. Yeah.
So I'm still
Instead of
conscious and
bleeding
able
out,
to
you're just
act, right?
instead of
you
bleeding
are
out, you're just severely burned.
yeah, you are still unconscious because you have the fatigue.
Oh, right. My 6, which is over my toughness. So,
Yeah.
But the fire went out.
but the fire went out, so that's good. Okay, that's my turn. The fire just poofs out.
Leave the people. Oh no, the people with 14 ran away.
Okay. So they're gonna try and grapple you because
Please.
they've had enough of this abuse. Let's see, grapple.
We might get out of this with no one dying. Just might.
Yeah, you
Just-
might.
There's the slimmest chance that currently the best fighter in this session will not.
I do like getting hit by a sword and instantly bursting in the fire. That's pretty hilarious.
I was gonna say this is a nice sword.
Okay, so he's gonna roll a check here.
Please tell me that's just an unmodified strength check.
Nope.
5 degrees of failure.
Why
die.
why must
Miss.
I be so good at this?
So, I mean, they're trying to get a hold of you, but you have your power sword swinging in their faces, and they're like trying to grab you, but you know they need to keep their hands out of the sword swings, so they simply can't get a good grab on you, really. Your turn.
Okay. So I aim and attack.
Well, does he get a chance to recover?
Oh wait, yeah, are they still chatting with me, or
Oh
do I
yeah,
have to wait till after I try to kill them?
no, you can do it now.
-5. Yes!
So
0.1 degrees of success.
you realize that they are looking awfully a lot like your your subordinate crews, and you're on a ship, and this is your ship. And your navigator is on the ground, half fused with his armor. And there are no enemies nearby. He must have scared them off. Because there were some of them running.
So I don't quite realize that I'm not nuts yet.
You're not nuts. You just chased away the enemies, and your comrade is wounded. You can roll a d5. And you can add that to your insanity.
Oh, phew. Okay, I'm only up to 13. How do you recover insanity? Or do you just eventually go nuts and there's nothing to do about it?
You don't really. I mean, you can, but it's kind of like you spend experience, and you know,
Oh, no way.
penance and things like that. Holy prayers to the emperor and everything.
So,
It's not
how,
easy, and it's yeah. You
how
don't
much experience is that? Because I think I might have some left over. Just for later. Also, there's a glitch with the misfortune charts. The misfortune chart is blocking out my sanity points.
Yeah,
Yeah, the sheet is not working as well as one would have hoped. So
I'm just gonna stick it under disorders.
yeah, or you can just use the notes section.
Oh,
That-
mine corrected itself when I hit the edit button on the character sheet.
I'll try that. Edit. Save
And
changes.
save.
Nope, didn't do anything. So I just put 13 sanity down under my, I believe that's my misfortunes. Which is a misfortune, so. Just not mechanically speaking. So. Whose turn is it?
Yeah, you're not fighting anymore. The guards realize that you are not trying to kill them, so they will not try and contain you.
Phew. Alright, where did they go? I go on the Vox, call up my first
No, no,
officer,
no, no,
and
no,
say,
no, 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 please, Lord Captain, let them run.
That's funny.
They shan't get far. Soon the holy rage of the Emperor shall descend upon them.
I'm sure they have done nothing wrong. They do not deserve this. Why were you attacking us?
Damn Chaos Worshippers, how'd they get on board? That bit of warp energy. Alright, Navigator. Oh, damn it. Okay, so,
Is he alive?
I don't know, and I don't think I have Medicaid, so I have no way of finding out.
I do.
You're like poking him with your sword. No, he doesn't work. He doesn't react.
So, I have to, alright, give me 1 second. I've got to do something. It'll be 5 seconds.
I'll take a bathroom break here.
Yeah.
Be good.
Okay.
So I'll see.
Although I think I'd realize I was nuts when I realized I had killed. Actually, no. They must have killed the navigator. They must. So, to all the viewers out there, that was interesting. Don't know if any of you are watching live, but if you are, you're welcome for that entertaining little bit. What do you think? No, what did I roll there? I literally rolled one below what I needed. That is marvelous. So that was an interesting scenario. I'm sorry.
It's all good. But I did add a new instinct to my character sheet. I'm never gonna be the closest person to you anymore.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, the Lord Captain is scary.
He's very scary
For reals.
and crazy.
PTSD. That's the thing. Is it just me, or did the entire practice of psychiatrics just disappear in the Warhammer 40k universe?
No, they replaced it with beating people.
Yeah, I mean, you have so many people that those that go insane, they can be discarded.
So I'm just wondering, at what point does insanity overwhelm you entirely? How many points?
100 and you cannot be played anymore.
So you can still function at around. Okay. Because I think we all know how my character's gonna go.
Yeah, with your low willpower.
That's the thing. Are we gonna play this till death? That's kind of the way we're gonna run this. Seems rather probable.
Yeah, especially if you keep stabbing people. Like us.
Especially if I keep going nuts and stabbing the navigator. I suppose next time it probably won't be the navigator.
No, I'm never going to be the closest person to you again. That's the last time that happens.
So yeah, when you hit 40 points, you develop a minor disorder, and from there, things go worse. But the good thing with fear is that, with insanity, is that you are less you're more fearless.
Yeah, that's marvelous.
Yeah.
So you can rack
In Warhammer
up more
40k,
insanity.
there's nothing we want more than to be fearless.
Because
Like-
what is the terror of the world compared to the things in your head?
That is really a good question. I mean, really, is anything more scary than what goes on in my head?
In tabletop, almost every unit in Warhammer 40k has the rule fearless. So I remember some months ago, I took part to a tournament, death match with champions, and there was a Necron player who had built his overlord, his badass robot of doom, all around here. And the only other champion who could be feared, got squished at the first turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone else was fearless.
So I go on the rock and call a bunch of Kyrugians down.
Just all of them.
Yeah, just all of them. We need a severe burn emergency response team.
Someone's killed the navigator.
Somebody's. I feel really bad for laughing at this scenario, but it is just so ridiculous. And the thing is, Federico predicted this first day.
Yep.
Running down the hall, screaming "Blood for the Blood God," being chased down by.
I will say it. I told you.
Oh my gosh.
Pay attention to the voice of the Emperor. It's useful sometimes.
So as you are on your way to them, you get accompanied by medical personnel that seems to be heading the same way.
Look at the chances.
Yeah.
I'm kind of lucky. It was only one casualty.
Always look on the bright side of life. Doo-doo.
Kind of wish it wasn't me, but you know.
Kinda wish.
Oh, no.
So yeah,
Hello.
you get there.
Does he have to roll for the thing on the wall? Because
Oh, why'd you have to mention it?
it? I'm lying right in front of it. Probably makes it worse.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not what I want.
So you have to roll on willpower. And then he goes nuts and starts attacking you.
First thing he does is stab the navigator.
Again.
Finish
Ah, this corpse is alive.
Okay, I've had enough reanimated navigator corpses for a while.
Okay, I found what I need for the next 2 acquisition rolls. I need a medkit because, well, since I think I'll be the acting healer of the group, you know, a healer with no healing stuff is no healer. And then I need something big,
You need a
heavy,
great jacket.
and concussive, like a power mole. Whack people in the back of the head if they misbehave.
I'm gonna see if what kind of drugs there are that could keep me under control. I'm gonna check the equipment list.
Well, there is like frenzy or something that makes you fearless.
Yes, that's exactly what I want. Thank you.
It also makes you kind of crazy and wants to kill everything.
Well, he's already got that.
As though we didn't have enough of that. Alright, drugs and consumables.
So yeah, Alistar needs to make a willpower check
Okay.
as you've seen this gruesome scene.
Nice. Willpower. Minus something?
Nothing.
Minus nothing. Nice.
Nice.
It is disgusting and very just gruesome, but you know, you can handle it.
Of course I can. I got my rib cage broken by a hammer. I can handle everything. And then I think I see pretty instantly the charred corpse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It is hard to miss.
yeah,
I'm
it's
not
hard.
dead yet.
But you are charred nonetheless. And so I need my token first because it's good to have my token lying around. But token or not token, I try to. I have the meditative, but I don't know how can I be of use for him since I mean I just have my hands.
Yeah, we
No.
need to start giving me tranks.
Okay, then I try a funny
You
thing.
just need to chill out.
Yeah.
Relax.
I've been like looking through what drugs would actually be effective, and the only things I can think of are either Obscura or Tranks, one of which is illegal. So,
Well,
but then again, it's not illegal because we're not in Imperial space.
okay. Can I trust the Lord Captain won't be too much raging. Can I try to stun
Yeah, but
him?
I'll be covered in blood.
Yeah, but can I try to stun him with the pommel of the chainsword?
There is a stun action that you can do.
You can
Uh,
try. I wouldn't recommend it because when I come to,
I mean, I can pretend, just to go to you and say, "Hey, Lord Captain, how are you doing? I have to check you, and then we're not looking, bam,
okay, you can try.
back of the head.
God.
Attack me, try to stun an opponent, because uh, aside from asking in the name of the Holy Emperor of Terra, thrice blessed be his name, what the freaking hell has been happening here, which I might do, I don't think what I can do of impacting, unless impacting his head.
You
Which
can you can do first aid.
uh, role-playing wise, what would it be? I mean,
Oh, I
check.
mean, they have Medicaid equipment with them that you can
Oh,
use.
okay. Then I will try.
I would like to point out they have a skill of 40. So,
Oh, see, they have, which I think it's way better than mine. Let me check.
so are you going to try to stun me?
No, 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 no. I will
That's
try
good.
to first aid the
Damn,
poor
I was
soul.
looking forward to cutting your chainsword in half.
And this is how the captain kills the entire party.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's kind of an issue here. They kind of designed the rogue trader to be almost indestructible. So when he has a willpower of 25, there's a problem.
I
Oh,
succeeded.
nice.
First aiding the poor sub.
Right. So you heal 2 points of critical damage.
Gee, that's marvelous.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's in a good enough shape to be moved now, but he will need extended care for
Yeah.
probably a couple of weeks.
Awesome. So someone else is gonna fly the ship out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The navigators will have to work double shifts because of you.
Because of me. Now the question is, what are we gonna do about this? Because there's another crazy on board.
Yeah, something started this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, someone nailed someone to the wall and flayed them. So I go to the remaining militants and go, Okay, let us move. Let us continue. We have to find who's responsible for this. And I walk down the
And,
hall.
like, nothing happened.
Uh,
Continue on.
Nothing
I have
happened here.
13 insanity points. I don't give a damn at this point.
Yes. We need to find the responsible one. Yeah.
Responsible for
Should we fan out and search all crevices?
Oh my gosh. I'm not sure how to respond in character to that. Yes, and as soon as you find anything, call for help. Alright, so we move down the corridor. Do we find who nailed someone to the side of the frickin' wall?
So yeah, just a minute later, uh, we found someone, and they come dragging with a woman that seems to be scared shitless. She's crying, and she was hunkered down in one of the air vents.
Okay, I definitely brought my bottle of Amasec. So, I take a swig, clear my head a little. A very small swig. I'm not trying to get drunk off my ass here. I'm just trying to keep myself sane, which isn't working. But and then I hand her the bottle and say, "Okay, take a swig, calm down, and explain yourself."
She'll tremble with it and take a drink and doesn't give it back, but she'll hold it. I don't know what to say. And she's trying to not to look at the body. She's kind of turning herself in the other direction.
To look at the other body.
Well, say something or I'll have you out the airlock. Had a long enough day here. As you can see, and I indicate to my blood-covered robes.
I didn't see anything. I was just walking, and then I stumbled upon it.
Take her to the medical bay. I'll be in my quarters. You can fan out and see if you find anyone else. If we find no one else, she's going out the airlock.
Roger that. And as you are walking away, they're like making sure they're not standing in your way, like really giving you
Yeah.
room.
Really giving me room to move around, yeah. At this point, I have us taken out of the warp.
Ooh.
Just almost instantly. We'll see where we wind up. And this time I'm looking over the navigator's shoulders.
While I'm trying to fix poor guy, I go to the captain's side, say, Lord Captain, I think that as both first officer and acquaintance of yours and emissary of the God Emperor, I think I will have to speak to you in private when the matter has settled, and to request that this woman the Militantes found needs to be led to the ship's confessor's quarters.
Yes, I'll leave the woman up to what you decide. And now I look over now I head up to Navigator's spire and directly order them to get us the hell out of the warp.
I would strongly suggest otherwise, but if that is your orders, we shall do so.
Why would you strongly suggest otherwise when there's blood all over my damn ship?
I did not know that. We will immediately make a emergency exit. Lord
Okay.
Captain.
Then I open up the VOC, say, "Attention, all hands! We are making an emergency exit of the warp, given certain episodes of color that occurred recently."
Okay.
I give them a +10 to whatever roll gets us the hell out of here.
Yeah, they only need to make one roll, I think. I think it's at a -20.
Let's see. Leaving the warp.
Yeah, it's a hard navigation warp test.
Mm-hmm.
I give them a... I found the Astronomicon, but I don't know if that helps them.
I think that does give a bonus to get out.
Well, yeah, but it gives me a bonus. It gives me a +10. But I don't know if it'll help them, because I'm not
Well, they
doing
were
it.
there, so I don't know.
That's true.
Okay, let's see.
And my book is probably in there too, which gives another +10. Nice.
I rolled a 1.
That is fantastic. We exit the warp perfectly and do a little loop-de-loop in process.
So you,
Man, this is so much easier without the Primus here. That guy's a dick.
that guy is like, what is he even doing here? I mean, come on. He's making all the rookie mistakes. It's just. So the emergency sirens are screaming as you are exiting the warp immediately. You are currently, as the Allspecs sergeants are informing you, in some sort of an asteroid field. You did not, however, crash into an asteroid just yet, but you are in quite a distress.
Back into the warp!
Alright, get us back in there!
Well,
I made a mistake.
Although, yes, I feel like we don't really have much of a choice but to head right back into the warp again. Oh my gosh.
What?
This voyage is gonna be...
You get back there!
Although, where are we? Do we have a direct route to the Serpent's Cradle? Or, like, where are we in the terms of everything?
You have no idea.
So we have to actually figure out where we are before we can go anywhere. Oh, damn it. Wait, where's the map?
I mean, not only did you actually get lost while in the warp, you also exited at a point where you have no idea where you actually would come out.
Okay, we have star charts
Oh, yeah.
somewhere, come on.
I didn't exactly tell the captain we were lost in the warp. Forgot about that.
Oops.
Oh my gosh. You know, I was considering after learning, because something tells me I'd eventually learn exactly what happened. I was considering going to your bedside and apologizing, but now I realize it's your own damn fault. So...
You stabbing me with a sword is my fault.
You stranded us in the warp and did not feel that was an important thing to inform your Lord Captain.
Well, I got lost the first time too, but I got there. It was fine.
Yeah, but this time I didn't wind up stabbing the navigator and setting him on fire. Oh my god. Ah, here's the map. Okay, so how do we find out where the hell we are? Would that be a
I could find out.
I was
have all
gonna say
sorts of pseudo navigation.
I've got scholarly lore astromancy. Just have a bunch of people make rolls until someone finds it, figures it out.
You just keep calling people into the office. Now you roll. No, you roll.
You know what? I'm gonna give someone an even 50% chance to find out where we are by calling in. Who would know where the hell we are? Check the ship rolls.
That would be.
You stabbed me. I would know. I don't know who else would know.
That would be the Carto artifacts, I believe.
Did someone change the ship rolls chart? Or, no, ranking ship rolls, never mind. That's what I messed up. Here we go. Thought something was off. So that would be whom?
Down in rank 4.
Zephyrus Cornell.
Alright, and what's their job? Sorry,
He's the Carto artifacts. He's basically keeping the charts and everything.
Alright. So I would say, alright. Mr. Cornell, we need to get the hell out of here, but first we need to know where the hell we are. So, get your star charts together, get as many people as you need, and get us out. And with that, I give him a +10 to his roll to figure out where the hell we are.
Yes, we're already working on it, sir.
Good. Alright. This is basically a roll of a die now. Or not a roll of a die. Well, it's basically a flip of a coin. Which makes me feel a little better.
I'm not even sure what to do. Mechanically how to find where you are. Navigating the warp.
My guess is you just make a scholarly lore astromancy roll, which would be 40 for whoever's doing this because of the crew competence. And then figure out where in space we wound up. Although I swear, if we wound up like here, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Where?
Oh yeah, way over there.
I was gonna say, I clicked way off in the map somewhere. Don't tell him. Don't show him where we went.
Oh, you want to go there? Oh, that's a good place. Let's go there.
I'd rather show up maybe here-ish. Actually, I wouldn't mind showing up somewhere where combat is more the thing, because I'm good at that. I'm good at beating the living crap out of people, as it's been shown.
As long as someone can direct you in which direction to actually hit.
I'm like one of the. I'm like a weird boy. I'm like an orcish weird boy. Point me like a cannon at whatever you need killed.
We have to aid you.
Yeah.
That's your job.
Well, the thing is, I'm the captain. The thing is, I chose a path before I knew what the mechanical impacts were. So the 25 willpower should be a 35, but it isn't. Well, if we ever wind up in a situation where I have to hit someone or talk them into something, I'm fine. I'm set to go.
Just don't look at scary stuff.
Yeah, don't look at scary stuff.
Note to self, next time there's a murder mystery, I'll just stay out of it.
Okay. So I'm just.
So I'd say just a roll versus 50.
Yeah, I'm just making up something for now, and I'll take a look later. Lord Captain, seems like we are off course by quite a
Really?
lot.
Where?
Well, currently we are somewhere between Foulstone and Kane's Abyss.
Can you can you ping that? There. Oh, could be worse.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it might be raining.
In space.
Inside.
Of course.
When it rains in space, that's not
That's
good.
called a comet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Speaking of which, let's make some pilot checks.
Oh yeah.
the sage man once, whilst digging in a grave, said, "Oh well, it can't be worse." And then another sage man with a bent back said, "It might be raining," and it started raining. Meditate on this, my children.
Alright, I'm giving Casimir +10. I'm also kind of affectionately petting the top of the skull in a very odd way. Which, if you read my backstory, makes sense. Oh, nope. Poor Casimir. Doesn't know what to do. We've gotten too far off course. And we crash into an asteroid. Too much, all too soon.
Yeah. Okay, so -1 degree.
Could be worse, we could have gotten 2 degrees of failure.
Yeah, you could. Okay. Let's see, how much armor do you have?
15, I believe.
Yeah, 16.
Oh. It's not bad.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Considering that that raiders are glass cannons, this is pretty good. Better than a transport, I think.
That's comforting.
Yeah, so you take 3 points of hull, which also means that you take 3 points of morale and
But do we?
crew. Yes, every
Because we
point
have
of
the
every point
life-
of every point of hull is also morale and population.
We have the clemency pattern life sustainer. Does that save us?
Let's see. No, that is depressurization.
Oh, okay.
Only.
All right.
Smash into an asteroid and lose 300 people. Awesome.
It's okay. We picked up 200 along the way.
Hey,
It's okay,
it happens, you know.
Okay, I'll do the editing just to make life easier. Actually, come to think of it, we got +1. We had a 101
Yeah.
crew percent, so that leaves us at 98. We're fine. And 98 in both. How do you improve morale?
You basically visit planets and let them go off the ship into. Basically, they get to go to bars and such and kind of live the life outside the ship.
Okay, everybody, make a course. Whoa, that's weird. Make a
should-
course
We're going for vacation.
for Zola's and Garmin, the nearest pleasure planet. Yeah. Okay, now we know where we are.
Yeah. You also suffer an additional 2 points of morale during the because of the events that have scarred people.
News spread that the captain
Especially
actually
the soldiers. They are not very happy.
I mean, a shit that'll any day.
That's funny. News is spread that you whack your own officers.
And set them on fire.
And not with a stick, but with a power.
With a power sword. Okay, how do we get back into the warp and on the right course this time?
Where do you want?
Yeah, it will take you a bit of time before you can translate again, especially since you need to find a suitable spot, preferably outside this asteroid field that you are making your way out of.
Hmm.
We should just go for the nearest planet, which is Kane's Abyss.
Or Bastion.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to Bastion, I don't think. I'll take Special over Forbidden. I've already pissed off the Ecclesiarchy enough today. Plot a course for Kane's Abyss. Come to think of it, can we get there without warping? How far apart are these things?
Oh, no.
Pretty far.
You cannot. It will take you an eternity.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you just have to use the warp, regardless of how you think of it.
Oh no, I don't have a problem. Everyone else just seems really suspicious.
Oh. There has been requests of the captain being locked up. So far, all of them has been denied.
I was gonna say, this time I'll just remain in my quarters. Should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's their fault. They keep calling you and stuff.
Exactly, they keep calling me.
And
Yeah,
now,
I'm not gonna make that
you
mistake.
go out and try to help the people. And
I
now
was gonna say, I go out and try to help the people, and my brain is victimized by the people whom I'm trying to aid.
You know, Demetrius told me not to call the captain, and I didn't listen.
Yeah, he might have known me a little bit longer than you. He attends the crew parties every now and then.
Yeah. So, what do you wish to do? I know one of you will be in bed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm going to visit Vendigroth and awkwardly apologize.
Do you even know you stabbed me?
Well, actually, first I have to roleplay through a visit from Alistor Hesse. After which I'll know that I stabbed you. I was gonna say, I'm not nuts at the moment, which means I can now learn that I'm nuts.
Which might be a good thing.
While he goes to Vendigroth, I will head first to my quarters, pray, and calm down, wash the blood.
I was gonna say, first thing I'm gonna do is say hi to my wife and probably have a mental breakdown.
And then I will go.
Because I just had flashbacks to the war.
That's right.
And then
I
go
had
to
friends
the
who died in that.
to dine with the folks, the other officers and stuff. I need to hear folks talking about silly things and chill out for a moment.
Yeah, I'm probably doing likewise in my wife's quarters, and we're sort of talking through my war experience.
So you're not crying in her lap. In her lap.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Depends on how in depth the conversation gets.
So no one's gonna find out if, there's a murderer running free on the ship?
We'll find out soon. I left the militants there. They could solve the mystery.
Yeah, but they haven't
I said
called
if they
in
didn't
yet.
find anyone. I said if they didn't find any other suspects, then then she was to be escorted to the airlock.
Right. But, I mean, you said 3 on them, and we haven't heard. So maybe they're dead.
Maybe.
I was gonna say I expect a full report because if I'm going to send someone out the airlock, I'm doing it personally.
301 people died today.
Well, the first officer did get the job of actually taking care of the woman.
Yeah. We'll see what the confessor does.
So he gets a report of that she's stable. Um, in the Medicaid Bay.
Now, stable as in my current condition stable, or stable as in higher willpower than 25 stable?
Yeah, she's okay. She's a bit scarred, but she's not.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, she's not terribly incapable of like taking care of her business and all that. So she works as a human while you are not as good off.
Okay. She seems to be recovering.
And Vendegroth is in the medical bay, like all
3 months.
yeah, he's like a mummy.
Still kind of confused and bewildered. What the hell happened? If I'm even conscious.
Well, after a couple of hours, you wake up, and you find yourself where you are. You have lots of beeping machines around you that you have no idea what they do, but they're probably there for some reason.
Lots of incense.
Yeah.
Do I know that the captain stabbed me?
I mean,
It's all a blur.
it's kind of like blurry. I mean, you remember a searing pain in your chest, and
And seeing the captain like staring at me.
yeah, it was just giving you this deathly stare, and I suppose it was him that did it.
I'll probably eventually put one and one together.
Yeah, you need to like puzzle that thing a little bit more before you can, be certain of what actually happened. And you hear that they're talking like outside your room, and you hear words here and there like, not sure if we can remove it. It's kind of fused, and things like at least we must um, make a transplantation on his skin. And like worrying things that makes your stay there a little bit less
I'm
enjoyable.
gonna just pretend like I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah.
That someone else is in trouble. Oh, that wasn't for me.
But you heard that the wound was like just 2 centimeters from your heart, and it was like you
Big
were
hole in my
lucky.
chest.
So we have 2 awkward conversations to get through. We've got the first officer and I have to have an awkward conversation regarding my insanity, and Vendegroth and I have to have an awkward conversation regarding the effects thereof.
Isn't this fun?
Yeah. This was loads of fun. I don't know what you guys are I don't know what you guys think.
I killed a chaos cultist.
I mean, in hindsight, how fun is a warp storm? Really?
I was
Still
gonna
haven't
say,
even-
I've seen games where people do visitations, and they were just like some interesting roleplay moments. This is by far a lot different than the visitations I've seen played.
Yeah,
which
we
is
haven't we haven't even found out what the hell happened with that. We just
And
found
now
a
we
dead
never
person.
will.
Yeah, someone pulled the plug.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, did all the crazy people get cured? Like the medical bay isn't packed with people anymore, is it?
Yeah, well, I mean, they already removed the lucky ones, and yeah, people are coming to their senses, and it's all like a strange dream right now. It was kind of weird that it happened.
Or as far as Vendigroth is concerned, a harsh reality.
Yeah. He has the scars to prove that it was real.
The captain is nuts.
Are they scars or horrific wounds?
Hmm.
Well, right now they're horrific wounds.
I'll compensate. I'll buy him a set of power armor. Time around.
I'll compensate. I make him into a servitor.
I was gonna say I'm gonna look over the rules for cybernetic implants.
But yes,
See if I can. Like,
people are fine.
is he gonna suffer permanent impacts from this?
Well, I mean,
fine.
he's gonna be scarred for life. That's for sure.
Yeah, there's no bionic thing that makes you look better. Sorry.
I'm a disfigured mutant as is. I'm tall and slender and
Your joints
I
are
don't-
like weird.
yeah. I don't really know what good looking means for me.
Like when you
So I
stand,
feel like I feel like navigators just are kind of like they must measure like your beauty in effectiveness or something because none of them are that pretty.
like when you stand tall, you have this patrician figure, and then you move, and from where you are to Mars, they hear creaking of bionics.
Yeah.
All right. So apparently we're gonna head to Kane's Abyss if we can, but gotta roleplay through. So I'm in my quarters. I'm probably getting over myself.
Yeah.
My wife has a rec room for when I'm doing official business, but
It's all just a bad dream.
bad dream with horrific implications. Something tells me this isn't the first time this has happened. I mean, the war was actually it might be the first time this has happened. The war was actually relatively recent because the war is what got me my my ship. I impressed some higher ups in the Imperial Guard, and they gave me a ship and a warrant of trade.
Yeah, this probably is the first time. But surely not the last.
Yeah.
So I assume that you take the day off, so to speak.
Yeah. Initially, at least.
And you manage to get through the asteroid field eventually.
Good job, Casimir.
You take one another. Well, you can roll another pilot check.
Alright. Casimir, don't fail me now. I'm also giving him a +10 as soon as it's apparent that we're about to be struck. That good? Yes, that's good. Yay.
Okay. So you get struck by more asteroids, but nothing that that really harms your ship. One attack seems to have pierced the hull, or the armor, I mean, and caused a small fire. But
A real one.
Again,
but nothing, too severe.
Cool. Hmm. So, is Alistor going to be knocking on my door?
yeah.
Come in.
I'm Sorry to have this discussion, my lord, but I think it's due. I
What?
would like to ask you about last occurrences. When you contacted me on the rocks, saying that there were chaos cultists everywhere, uh, I don't like to sound offensive, really. I just don't. But how were you feeling?
Oh, terrified. I was surrounded by. I guess I wasn't. Ugh.
So you are already. I've already realized those were, I think, yeah, hallucinations, right?
Ugh. Must have.
Okay.
I dreamt I was. Well, I dreamt I was back on Kellinor.
That horrifying affair. I remember it. And I suppose that you were the one who struck down the floppy navigator Primaris, I think, right?
This he just sort of goes, sort of really squints hard, and then realizes, damn it. Ugh. Can't tell whether this is this damned ship or just me. Seems there are
Perhaps,
not many pleasant things on around here.
well, perhaps in your defense you might say that this ship hasn't, as I said before, it never shown for christening and sanctification during war travel. So, since that I don't want to go on this really weird conversation for too much long, as I know we both have more important things to attend, I would think that I would say that the rightful penance for your actions will be presenting yourself each morning at the sixth hour in the solitorium and first recite what I will deem purpose appropriate, and then I will see.
That
So
is understandable. Um,
I should be kind of executing you for treason and corruption and madness and all that bad stuff, but you are
It's
my
been a busy
captain.
day.
You are my captain, and I respect you for lots of things. And so I think that even though a single downfall could damn the whole lifetime, there is always hope. And to prove that, I think the Holy God Emperor will forgive you.
I will, I will do what you say, on one condition.
Mm-hmm. And this is
Leave that horrific woman of a confessor out of it. If you need to put me down, do it yourself.
okay. I will do as you command, my lord. And
And with that,
I leave the. I bow and get back to my.
and then shortly thereafter, I would head down to the Medicaid Bay to visit Vendergroth.
Okay.
Hopefully, he doesn't open his eyes. He'd go, "Ah!"
Come here. I wanna tell you something.
I want to look at you.
Look me in the eye.
I see you.
You did this to me.
I was gonna say, thank God he doesn't have any of the more potent theater abilities.
There's some fun ones in the extra book.
They put extra band-aid around the eye. So that
Just
he
across the
doesn't,
top.
so that he doesn't, by mistake open it.
So I imagine I would just walk up and say, so about last night,
Well, Captain,
Hey, Captain. Now so you to see me.
but ugh. I understand if you absolutely hate my very essence at the moment. Let's just say I hope you'll be returning to your duties as soon as possible.
can't fly the
And,
ship without me.
With that, I will have taken I will have grabbed the ornate knife which I gave to you our first day on board the ship.
And stab me again.
And place it on the table before walking away and saying, I am truly sorry.
Sorry for what?
Ask Alistor. He has a better recollection of the events than either of us do.
He wasn't there, was he? I'm so confused. It was some monster, right, that stabbed me? Some creature from behind?
I can only hope. But if so, it's gone now. Hopefully
So
it isn't
you're
coming
gonna-
back.
You're gonna lie to me. You're gonna tell me that someone else stabbed me?
No, I don't know what happened either. The fact that you believe it was some kind of crazy creature only makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
I'm probably gonna find out eventually.
I was gonna say, like, at the moment I'm just like, oh, it might not have been me.
What if he's right?
I couldn't have done that.
I would
I
never
was gonna
do
say,
that.
the only people who would remember were the militants, and I don't know if they'd have the balls to say anything. That's up to GM discretion.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's a big ship, but I'm sure word gets around.
They might keep it to themselves. Might come useful later
When they want a promotion.
when they want something from you. Yeah.
Of course, I can just eject them out the airlock when that happens, and everyone has a happy ending. They go off to the God Emperor, and I keep my ship.
So, kind of with that, you try and get your ship back on some sort of course to civilization. Yay!
Or whatever a special classified planet means.
Yeah, I've read up on some of them. It's basically that they have some conflict, or they have. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean bad, doesn't necessarily mean good. It just means that they're not in the mold of a like agri-world, feral world, or something like that.
In other words, they're weird, yeah.
Yeah, they're special.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think we'll call it a day here. It was fun. It was not intended to be any combat, but there was.
Yeah,
Yeah, we still have a murderer loose on the ship.
possibly.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, they might come in handy if we try to go to the 100 Teeth,
I
which
mean,
I
who,
might
kno-
go to eventually. I
who
mean, they have
knows
some
where
nice arcade tech.
who knows where you end up with? I mean, you're traveling a bit strange right now. I mean, you got way off course. So who
I like
knows?
how, yeah, I like how our ship runs into an asteroid. We lose 300 people. We're just kind of like, eh. Whoops.
These things do happen.
Shit
Yeah, we
happens.
didn't even-
Also, do we just replenish crew numbers by just going to a planet and putting out flyers? Like, hey, we're looking for people who can fly a ship.
yeah.
I mean, you can do it a different type of way. I mean, you have people that can recruit. You can also try and force people to apply to the positions. There are multiple ways, but I mean, right now you have a crack crew, so if you were to just kidnap people, you know, the standards
yeah.
would kind of get lowered. I
Low.
mean, overall you wouldn't have a worse crew, but mechanically it might change in specific situations. But I mean, overall it's like 2% of the crew. So
Also, how do we fix the ship? We gotta stop it.
with a hammer and nails.
Take a couple of
just
blasts.
buff it out. Just buff it out. It'll be fine.
Off the scratches.
Some paint and,
Yeah.
good as new.
Good as it.
Wait.
Alright, so unless you have anything before we call it,
Yeah, I
Kind
think
of.
that's all.
looking forward to next session then.
Indeed.
Should be 8, right?
What was that?
Should be the 8th of August, right?
Yes, it should be.
Warp storms, events, stuff happens in the week. Because hey, it happened once, it might happen again.
I mean, the the Galler field didn't fail. That's something.
Yeah, that's
I was
good.
gonna say, at least no demons wound up on board.
I don't know. There might be one in you. Find out next time.
Find out next time.
Oh, you can. Oh well, you can always see if I'm tainted by the warp, especially since
Yeah, I
I have
haven't-
terrible will.
I haven't actually looked at you yet, so I need to do that.